What's up with you? What's up with you, though? Pull on up, man. We finna get into it, bro. You know how we do, man. I see Nia Long. Nia Long done went out here and she done posed for Playboy, man. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Well, Playboy, they do that tasteful stuff. So it ain't the bad, the bad ones. It's the tasteful stuff. And she posed for it though, man. You know what I'm saying? Proudly. She did it proudly. And that's the thing about the double standard with being a man. If you're a man, you can't do that stuff. You can't go out here and you can't be all you can't you're just not allowed. You can do it. You're just policed and not allowed to behave a certain, especially a black man. Older black man, he can't date a young woman. He can't. Immediately he's a creep. He'll be labeled names. He's a pervert. He's a weirdo. Just because he's doing the same thing that goes on in the white community. But he's a black man. And you got to also understand, historically, they've always policed black men. Always black men have had a laws on them that didn't apply to other people because they were men. They were men. They were not allowed to have the freedom. They were not allowed to have the freedom that other men, white men, enjoyed. They were black men. So therefore, they were controlled. They couldn't do what they wanted to do. They couldn't do even what was legal. They could only do what they were allowed to do. Didn't matter. The laws didn't apply to them. And it's like that even now. We still historically have that going on in the black community right now as we speak. Right now as we speak, man. I'm looking at Nia Long. Nia Long just did a interview with Playboy magazine, right? Which nobody said anything about. That type of magazine. She's in there. She's proudly in it. And she's telling people, hey, I date young guys. And she also says she does one night stands. And this is the thing, right? Right? There'll be no criticism. This is empowerment. This is a woman who's empowered. She's free. She's living her best life. She's exploring. She's constantly exploring herself. She's finding herself. The Negro can't do that. And this is the thing. You get on these channels, right? And they don't want to accept that really men can't do it to some degree. I would grant white men have broken those chains. They've moved on beyond that. White men are just not controlled like that. White men are just not controlled the way black men are controlled. Black men are policed and controlled. They're not allowed to do that. That same interview, if a black man was doing that, they'd boycott him. They'd run him out of town. There's no way they would sit back and let a black man proudly get into a magazine that has the reputation of Playboy magazine. He's in the magazine. He's taking photos that are questionable, and he's openly bragging about how he dates women half his age, and he's still doing one night stands. He would not be embraced as someone to look up to. He would be, even though what he said hadn't said anything that's illegal. What he said is perfectly normal. It's enjoyed in the white community. They don't, there's a guy, he's a lawyer, he's an ambulance chaser, but he's like 65, 68, 69 years old. Saw him on one of the little local programs. Everybody knows him because he runs the commercials all the time. His girlfriend, or his wife now, is like 24. She's 24. He's got two daughters older than her. And he just is beside himself when people mess with him about that. But it's done in fun. It's done in jest. And it's the white community. It's just, you look at that, it's just not considered the same as a black man, really, the black man is controlled. You could go back to slavery. They had all types of laws on him. On him. They wanted him. No, no, no. That guy. That slave you got, that black slave, I don't want him eyeballing my women. I don't want him looking at my daughter. I don't want him looking at Missy. When Missy walks around, you tell that black man to put his head into that dirt. You tell him take a look at that dirt. He better not be looking at her in the face. Don't look at her in the face. Look at her on. Yeah, it's the black man. This stuff is he has to learn. You don't look at these white. We don't look these white women in the face. You don't look at these women in the face. And what I'm saying, he wasn't really looking at anything but white men or white women. So on the plantation, but it was controlled. And if he was so bold as to try to look at one, in the sense, look at a woman the way a man would look at a woman, he got his ass home. They got rid of him. I don't know what who the hell who do you think you are to come over here trying to look at these women like you on some type of equal footing as us? Yeah, so they learned that the Negro would learn to keep his head down. He learned that. And even now, like, even if you're a wealthy black man living your life, you can't do it. I know it. I'm in the black community. You can't do it. You 55 years old. You can't do it with the women. The women can do it. And the women are proud about it. You got Cher out here. Cher's 80 years old. Her boyfriend's 39. She's 40 years older than her boyfriend. 80-year-old woman, and no criticism whatsoever. She is looked upon. She's embraced. She's supported. She's respected. Right? And we see this. And as a man, we see this stuff. The immediate of a man, if we even start to begin to date someone under 30 and we're in our 50s, we're perverts. We're weirdos. Doesn't matter if she's 30 with 2 kids and it's a consensual relationship, both people wanting to get no black people, that's not accepted. Black men cannot do that, and they won't be allowed to do that, especially black men if they're trying to sell something like an actor or they're trying to be some type of face or something. They're not going to let that happen. They're still police. They're still governed like that. And we like to play this game like they're free. No, they're not. And they know they're not. They're still governed like that. They still run under the same plantation rules. When you look at a Lil' Kim, she dates men half her age. No criticism. The Tracy Ellis Ross, half her age. In fact, she's a friend of the Obamas. She proudly says because she can. She said, I can date men half my age because I can. Because I got it like that. Not one word of criticism. No accusations, no names, no labels. She both brags about it. Brags that she's going to date these types of men because she wants to. Madonna. She's dating a black dude. I think he's 30. He's 29. No, Madonna's on her way to what, 70? Not one word of criticism. I seen the guy. They was coming out of some place together. I said, look at Madonna living her best life on her way to 70. And then while looking that up, I saw that Madonna was dating some 18-year-old Jamaican when she was like in her 40s. Proud. He was a dancer. She was very open to the world about who she's dating. Oh, this guy, hey, check me out. I'm 40. He's 18. I love him. He loves me. Just no. And once again, because you know it, especially men, they know it. The women are not going to let you do that. Now, we know that. I know that. But I'm just amazed. Nia Long just went on. Nia Long just did her interview with Playboy magazine. She posed in the magazine, not one bit of criticism. She's in the magazine saying she dates young dudes. I thought we were against that. At least that's what I've been told. I was told we can't date young people like that. I was told that. If you want to date a woman and she's 23 and you 50, you're a pervert, which is a complete misuse of that term. That term is applied to sexual men who've violated the law, but that's the black community. They just put that on a man if he dates a young woman. I said, man, that's slander. You slander a man like that? I said, what about the women when they do it? It's okay for them to do it. It's not okay for the men. So Nia Long can go on Playboy magazine and all that's associated with the Playboy magazine, the history of that magazine. She can go into that magazine, do a pictorial, and then sit back and brag on how she dates young men and brags on how it's a one night stand, and they got to keep their mouth closed. And that's a woman. I said, that's Nia Long. I said, black man can't do that. It would be the end of his career. He would be lied on. Because he can't even think like that. He can't even think like that, even though it's completely legal. The black community, man, we're still governed under them plantation rules. And a lot of feminists, you got a lot of feminist black men who agree with that. You got a lot of feminist black men. A feminist black man, he don't want to see a black man with a young woman. He's a feminist. He's a feminist. He only wants to see a black man with an older woman, or say a woman with, and then you'd have to talk to him, because now the black man's got to get permission from him. What would you say is a respectable age? Ooh, okay, well, to me, she can't be 2 years younger than you. If she's 2 years younger than you, then you're a weirdo. If she's 2 years younger than you, so we want to keep that like that. And why is that? Because I say so. Okay, but it's illegal. Well, I don't care if it's legal. You're a black man, and we tell you what you can and can't do. What's wrong with you? The law doesn't apply to you. You're not a free black. You're not a white man. You can't date like a white man. You can't date the way a white man dates. You got to date like a black man. And you can only date what we allow. And you know, and as crazy as it seems or it sounds, it's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. A black man can't date like these women. These women I got posted up here. We got Drea. Drea's dating a man half her age, having babies with him. He's wealthy, living off of him, living off this man. Coming from what a love in hip hop, like she ain't no, like she got her a basketball player, brags on it, no criticism. You got Mary J. Blige dating a man, 26. She's in her 50s, not one shred of criticism. Nobody cares. You got Cher, nobody cares. You got Madonna, nobody cares. You got Tracy, brags on it. And now we got Nia Long, Lil Kim. You got Nia Long now. Nia Long is in Playboy magazine telling the world she dates young men proudly. Proudly, not one word of criticism. Nobody says anything against it. They all support it. Then you take a look, right now, and I put this together. Because it's weird. Right here, we have a guy who, he's an older guy now. I don't know how much. I don't really keep up with black cinema like that. I think you got to go to Netflix, and they brag they have the largest amount of black content. They brag on it, Netflix. So I guess he's over there working. I don't know. Morris Chestnut's 57 years old. He's a 57-year-old man. Can you imagine if he dated, say, a 23-year-old woman? Just say, for instance, he announced that he's currently dating a 23-year-old actress or singer. Can you imagine that? Morris Chestnut, he's 57. He's a black man. Now, all of a sudden, he's dating a 23-year-old actress, right? Can you imagine that? We know that's insane, right? And we know it'll never happen, right? We know that that's not going to ever happen, and we know that. But if he told the world he was dating Patti LaBelle, right, who's an equally age gap, basically the same age gap, he's 57. If he was dating her, if he was dating Patti LaBelle, if he was dating Patti LaBelle, he would be beloved. He would be honored. He would be looked upon with ultimate respect. Morris Chestnut, 57. Now he's dating Patti LaBelle, who's 80 years old. It's an age gap, but that don't apply to black. You got to understand, black men are very controlled. They can't just do what they want to do. They're heavily policed. And even though if he was a white man, he could get away with it. If Morris Chestnut was a white man, he wanted to date a 23-year-old actress, singer, nobody would care. Well, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, both of them men in their 80s, their girlfriends are like, I don't even think they're in their 30s. I think one of them is like 26. They're in their 80s. And I don't mean 80, I mean like 85, 86. And their girlfriends are in their 20s. If anything is concern for the actors, that's all I see. Whenever I see those guys doing interviews, it's a constant concern about their health. When are you going to come back? You just had a baby. Congratulations. They don't even get into the baby was from a woman that's 28. They don't talk about that. Those men enjoy full American citizenship and the rights of an American. Would a black man do that? There ain't no way in hell. Ain't no Morgan Freeman. He's in his 90s. Can you imagine Morgan Freeman dating one of these Glorilla? She's like 28. The black community, it would be there's no way they wouldn't. Unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. Morgan Freeman's rich. He's wealthy. Oh, shit, pound for pound. At 90, I'd say Morgan Freeman's. At 90 years old, I would say Morgan Freeman is a better choice than that fucking basketball player that she's dating. I would. That's what I would say. I get the age thing. That would have to be between them. But also, I'm in the black community. I know that's a big deal to black people, so it wouldn't happen. So we know it wouldn't happen. But isn't that strange? And then you got Nia Long. Nia Long does the cover. She goes and does the Playboy magazine. She's on the cover, I believe. She went and done Playboy magazine, Nia Long, and she's open. She has no problem with that. She has no problem speaking about I'm dating young men. And if we do a one night stand, no kiss and tell, don't put it in the streets. But I have a preference for young men, just openly saying that. And I'm looking at that saying, wow, look at the freedom Nia Long has. I'm a black man. I don't live under that type of freedom. I don't enjoy that type of freedom. Nia Long says she dates young men. She has one night stands with young men, and she's embraced by our society. You go, girl. You're empowered. More women should go like you. You're wealthy. You're in your 50s. Live your best life. Tracy Ellis Ross, live your best life. Live your life. I'm a black man. If I went around in magazines talking about, well, I like to date women around 24, 25, they would burn me at the stake. There's no way they would let me get away with that. And it's not just black women, black men either. These male feminists, they come at me, man. They would say, what? What did you just say? Whatever movie, they protest me, they'd run me out of town. And interesting enough, and we know R. Kelly is in jail. He was dealing with women who were underage. That was his problem. They were not of legal age of consent. And that's why he's in jail. I'm talking about relationships when a man is in his 50s and that woman is in her 20s. In the black community, we will not accept that. And we won't. We won't. I know we won't. We all know we won't. But okay, that's been established law for black community. Don't apply to black women. It only applies to black men, which shows you black women still controls black men. Look, man, we got to just accept it. We see it on these YouTubes. They control. Look, black women run the black community. They control the black community. No black man could be so bold as to speak the way Nia Long speaks. And you see that. And Nia Long ain't got no problem posing. That's Playboy. Nia, you getting in Playboy magazine? Nia, you know what Playboy magazine be having? Do you know what they be what they ask the women to do? Nia Long in there. Nia Long proudly in Playboy magazine. She's proudly in there, and she's proudly talking about her preferences. She likes young men. But she's a black woman, which shows you the way the world works. The black man still got shackles. He still got shackles on his feet, brother. You know it, and I know it. And that's the thing about it. That's why I'm bringing it up, because it's a clear double standard, but the black man still got shackles on his feet. He's still locked down, brother. He's still told what to do, how to do it, who to date. Yes, he is. You know it or not? No, ain't no black man gonna get into no magazine talking about he date 20-year-old. Well, are you crazy? It'd be the end of his career. Yeah, black man, you can't think like that as a black man. Black man came to Morris Chestnut, couldn't date a 23-year-old actress. What's them Baileys? He couldn't date Chloe Bailey. He couldn't date. Can you imagine that? Chloe Bailey is dating Morris Chestnut. Ice Spice is dating. That's unacceptable. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't. They pull that man's movies down. They would pull his movies off wherever they are. Right? You know, he ain't got a whole lot of them, but ain't that something, man? But look at Nia Long. Nia Long can do it. She can get away with it. Nobody got a problem with Nia Long. Nia Long could jump out there. She could jump off the porch, and she can brag how she's living the way she wants to live. I said young men, brother. You worried about that. We go. Now we're not a race thing come up. Here we go. Here we go, brother. We are still on that plantation, brother. As much as we like to pretend we're not, Negroes still, especially Negroes. Negroes more than anybody. Negroes still on that plantation, brother. They still on that plantation. They don't live like free men. They are controlled. They're governed by you. You got the ghetto. You got the ghetto governed by the rules of the ghetto. You got what the Gucci Mane and all of that governed by the rules of the ghetto. All these Negroes, that's all plantation Negro. All of that thug stuff, that's all ghetto plantation. That's all that jail stuff. All of that is ghetto plantation. All of that. All of that, any type where you don't see yourself as a free man to enjoy your life the way you want to within the rules that governs you, laws. When you live according to the rules of the streets, you're a nigger. You live by the code of all of these, and I hear these youth, all of these dudes like that. They're governed by they're not governed by laws, American laws. They're governed by street laws because they're niggers, and they buy into that control. You got these feminist men who feel the same way. These men are feminist. These men are feminists. They don't want black men to get outside of the box of control. Here we got Nia Long. She don't live like that. Hats off to Nia Long. Nia Long don't live like that. Nia Long said she gonna date who she want to date. She gonna date young men because she want to date young men. Nia Long's a wealthy woman. She's in her 50s. She's got a kid. If she wants to date young men, nobody says a damn thing to Nia Long. She's a person, but see, not these Negroes. Not these Negroes. You got a Gucci Mane, Pooh Shiesty. Already over there talking about Gucci Mane better not tell nobody. Gucci Mane better shut his mouth. Gucci Mane, you run, that's what I'm saying. You a nigger. They govern you by the rules of a nigger. And y'all don't give a don't come out with all that other street talk. No, you a nigger. That's what you govern by. And that's what these, especially these Negroes really do it. Because we really talking about the way women got their freedom. But I'm telling you, man, it really ain't the women. It's these feminist men. And yeah, a black man, he ain't going to do what Nia Long's doing. He can't do it. He's not going to be allowed to do it. She enjoys a special freedom. She does. And if Morris Chestnut told the world he was dating Patti LaBelle's 80 years old. And it's almost 23 years difference. There would be no criticism. If anything, they probably would criticize Patti LaBelle that she didn't go younger. Well, there'd be no criticism. They would look at him and say, well, look at that black man. He's just taking his role, man. He's being a good black man in the black community. If he said, hey, I want to date this 23-year-old actress, they would run him out of Hollywood. Now, would the white community do it? No. Black community would do it, though. Black community, we're governed by this, a double standard. It's always been that way. In many cases, it's actually magnified because of the internet. That's just the way it is, man. You're policed. You're policed and you're called names if you go against the teaching. You know, and actually, when you look at black men, really, we need to do a stream. I might do a stream about this. The streets. The Negro is not policed by law. He's policed by other Negroes. And the streets are his judge and jury. So he can't go with He can't live his life and file a police report. He has to live his life and wait for what other niggas think. And that same thing with who he dates. Ain't that something, man? And these niggas broke. These niggas ghetto. They never leave the ghetto. And they got these plantation rules that they try to incorporate. They try to put a polish on plantation rules by saying it's street rules, man. Man, this the rule of the streets. No, man, this the street, man. We police ourselves. This the street. No, you old plantation ass nigga. You an old plantation ass nigga. You ain't never left the plantation. You govern yourself by the rules of slavery, and you still doing it. You still doing it. And these people are doing it to you, and you are allowing it. You don't live like the. I know you don't. I'm a black man. I know you don't live like the white man. I see how he dates. He's free. I see exactly how he dates. And not only does he date that way, look at Leonardo. Leonardo brags on it. Leonardo don't even date women over 25. And he brags on it. Leonardo DiCaprio does not date women over 25, and he's openly brags about it. Al Pacino in his 80s. Robert De Niro in their 80s. Both of them just had kids. I believe both of the women were under 30. Black men don't live like that. They can't live like that. They would be the end of their careers. They can't live. They would be called every name in the book. Once again, names, right? There are names. R. Kelly is a pervert. He was dealing with underage women. He's a pervert. That's what he is. If the woman is legal, what's the problem? But to the Negro, it's a problem. I know. That's what I'm saying. I know how the Negroes go. To the Negro, the Negroes just come in and you say, well, so the black man can't do it? No, because he's governed by special. Same thing with the Gucci man. Gucci man can't tell the police because he's regulated by plantation rules. That's the rules of the plantation. That ain't go and rob a white person and see if they are comfortable with not going to the police. Go and see. Go rob Kid Rock and see if he doesn't go to the police. Because you know why? He's not governed by that. There's special rules. See, that's what I'm saying. Not every rule. We are governed and we know it. We know it. We know it. You know it. We know it. Thank you, Nia, because we need to talk about this. Nia broaches the topic. Nia brings us the topic. We're governed by our own rules. We don't even, we got to know the law. Obviously, we got to know the law, but within the law, we got to know black community rules, plantation rules. You're a black man, you 55, you're successful, you've been married twice, you would prefer to date a woman, say, 25, oh, get your ass out of here. You better get out of here. You can't do that. You know why? We're going to boycott your films. What are you trying to tell the world? You said, well, I'm telling the world I'm 55, she's 25. No, you really want somebody younger. Well, no, I'm dating a 25. Yes, you do. What if you was 30 and she was underage? That would be illegal and I wouldn't do that. Oh, fuck that. That's really what you want. I know the black community, brother. I know what they do. I watched them do it. I've seen them do it. I've seen it. That stuff that Robert De Niro, Robert De Niro, and what's the other guy? Damn. Scarface. I don't even forgot Scarface's name. Al Pacino. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Scarface. You always be Scarface to me, Al Pacino. Hey, Al, once you did Scarface, you got typecast. Al, I seen some of your movies. It just was never the same. I couldn't get you out of that role, Al Pacino. You did Scarface. You left your lasting impression. Even though you was an old Italian man, I thought you was a Cuban man. That's an old Cuban man. That's Scarface. That's an Italian man. That man still acted, yeah. It never changed for me, though. And Al, I see you, Al Pacino. Just let me see. You think I'm playing Al Pacino Just had a kid. Al Pacino. There he is. Age. Al Pacino is 85. Just had 85-year-old man just had a baby or age of what girlfriend? But his girlfriend. I don't even know if that was even that. Al Pacino, 85. He had a kid, his fourth kid at 83. His girlfriend was 29. They've since separated and are co-parenting. Isn't that something? Did you hear about that? Is there any problem with that? He's a man. Al Pacino's a man. He said, hey, I'm 83. Al Pacino said, hey, I'm 80 years old. I think I'll date a 25-year-old woman. I got plenty of money. I'm old. I'm retired. I'm going to obviously be able to give her what she wants. Oh, I'm 80 years old. I think I'll go to the doctor and get checked out, make sure I'm still able, and he's able. And boom, he had him another kid. She's 29. She's 29. Are any names? I haven't heard anybody call him a name. Nobody's accused him of wanting to deal with women who would be illegal. That's a white man, though. He is Italian, but that's a white man. That don't apply to you, Negro. The hell you think you are? You think you white? Hell wrong with you. You can't be dating these women like that. You can't be dating these women, they 25, you 55. You crazy? You 80 and she 25. Man, is you crazy? What the hell done got into you, Negro? You see what I'm saying? Al Pacino just did it. Robert De Niro, he just did it. It don't carry the same stigma. But the black man, and look, thank you, Neil. You went on Playboy, you hopped into Playboy, you'll get not criticized for that. You went in there and hopped into Playboy magazine, you told Playboy magazine, you have a preference for young men. We see women right there on the thumbnail, they like young men. Nope, no criticism. Black man likes young women. That carries with it suspicion. That's interesting. Why are you dating? Why are your women so younger than you? You must be a pervert. You must want to violate our laws. Black man, he can't do it. Black man can't do it. And you can't tell me he can because I know he can't. I know he can't. White man do it all the time. You know what this is called? Al Pacino is called freedom. He don't live by plantation rules. Let's see what Robert De Niro. Bob De Niro. Let's see what he did. He just had him a baby. A 35 to 36 year age gap with his partner. The couple welcomed a daughter, Gia, in April of 2023. Robert De Niro is 35 years older than his woman. What is his age? $82 years old. And he's still out there. I'm looking at Robert. He's still out there going to the parties. He's still acting somewhat. He's still active with women, still active. And he's not looking for women who are his age. But then again, why am I telling Negroes that, we have to go by a different set of rules? We have to go by the rules of the Negro. We got to go by the rules of the rules of the Negro, and the Negro, them plantation rules. That's just like in a plantation. If you was a black man, you couldn't sleep with somebody on if you were, go and look at those slave reports. If you were a male on a slave plantation, you can become sexually active. You were a man, but you couldn't sleep. You couldn't court. You couldn't date. You couldn't say, hey, I'm really interested in Miss Sally. She's a slave. I'd love to start a relationship. Is there some kind of way? Nope. You dated who he told you could date. If you only date, you could only date who he told you. And let me tell you something else. All of the young women in slavery, like those young women, he had those women promised out. You couldn't go and get those women. If I'm on a slave plantation, I couldn't go and get that woman pregnant. I got my ass hung because he don't want a baby by me. He looking at me. I don't want another slave. Like I want we got a, and it's a movie out about it. We got a big stable of men coming up. And then those men would, just like they do with horses. They did the slaves like they did livestock. And we still carry on the legacy of that. We see that now. Like I said, I wasn't born yesterday. There ain't no black man gonna be able to get away with what Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, they have no problem doing. They're in Hollywood magazines. They're in interviews all the time. If anybody brings it up, they laughing, they're joking. It's not about you shouldn't do it. It's funny. It's just humor. It's like, whoa, and yeah, you go, guy. You got your girlfriend's 25. Yeah, they proudly they pat him on his back, but not the Negro, because they control the Negro and they tell the Negro how to think. And immediately the Negro's always accused of something illegal. And once again, during slavery, if the Negro did anything that was not, if he tried to engage in some type of sexual activity and it wasn't approved by the master, it was illegal. He got beaten for that. He couldn't do that. He could not do that. He could only do it when he was allowed. And in many cases, they didn't allow him to do it. So they were de facto eunuchs anyhow, because they weren't allowed to sleep with the women. They weren't allowed. They were not allowed. You can get upset about it all you want to. Maybe, hey, go run away. But you're not going to sleep with these women, because we have these women already set up to give birth. You know, Uncle Tom's going to drag up his slaves, and all his slaves are all 6'5" mandingos, and I only want these mandingos to reproduce with the 15 female slaves I have. That's how they did that, man. And if you broke that, you didn't break that. You didn't break that. And we, even now, Negroes are governed and controlled. Even now, you see it. We see it. It says nothing to play with. It's the truth. And we got Nia Long. That's black men are so weak. And they are. And they are. And once again, illegal stuff, that's already controlled. If you're a 25-year-old man and you dating a girl and she's not of legal age, you go to jail. You go to jail for a significant period of time. It's already governed. It's illegal. It's always been illegal. You see what I'm saying? But once again, if a black man tries to do like Al Pacino, he's really trying to do something illegal. Even though he's dating a woman that's of legal age, he's 80. He really wants to do something illegal. Isn't it? But guess what? They don't get accused of that. And that's my whole point. They don't accuse the white guys of that. They only put that on the black man. And the black man is governed. Morris Chestnut could never date a woman that's 23. They would never allow that. Essence magazine, no black, that would never happen. But he could date a Patti LaBelle. Isn't that something? She's 80. He's 57. They probably ain't gonna have no kids. But if he wanted more kids, he can't date a young woman like that. It's unallowed in the black community, because the black community, just like Gucci Mane can't say what happened because black people have their own rules. It's rules within the community that governs them. And rules within our community prevent us from ever doing like a Robert De Niro or I'm gonna get Al Pacino. You see, I told you, I get it. We could never be like a Al Pacino or a Robert De Niro. We're prohibited because we're black men. Don't matter how much money we got, we can't date like that. If we got money and we're Morris Chestnut, we got money with millionaires, we got to date Patti LaBelle's. We got to get out here and deal with some of these older women. How much? Where you at, Whoopi? What you doing? Despite the fact Whoopi's had 3 failed marriages, she's in your age range. If you're 57, she's 66. Give her a shot. Well, you said, well, what about the fact she don't know how to keep a husband? Well, why would that matter? Date Whoopi. But what if I would like to have 2 more kids before I pass away, and I'd rather date a young? You want to date a younger woman? You're a pervert. What the hell is wrong with you? Well, what about Robert De Niro now? There he's not. Those are white men living a life in America. Well, you're a black man. You still are governed by our rules, and we tell you what you can and what you cannot do. And I'm getting sick and tired of arguing with you. I'm not going to tell you that again. You either stay single or you date Whoopi or Patty. Make up your goddamn mind. You see that? And the truth, that's just the truth, man. Nia Long just did an interview in Playboy magazine, and she has no problem. Put her feet up. Like, Nia, what about the public shame? Nia, Playboy magazine? Do you think that's appropriate? She went in, she posed for Playboy magazine, and she, with her feet up, said, hey, I date young dudes, and they got to keep their mouth quiet. I'm still doing one-night stands. Now, let me tell you something. Don't get it wrong. I don't have no problem with her. I have no problem at all. Do your thing. I just wonder why I'm a man. Why are men governed so heavily when it is against if you violate the law, you can be prosecuted. Violated the law. But if you didn't violate the law, we got these Negro rules, these thug rules, these hood rules. And we are black people. We got all of these rules, man, that we have to know about, man, which shows you we're not truly free. Especially the black man. Black man has never been free. The black man is not free. His penis has been policed from day one. He couldn't do it. He couldn't even look at a white woman. Bro, if you messed around there, if you looked at a white woman and you got aroused, you got sold away, you got beaten. They didn't want to hear that about you, a man. You're like, you ain't no man, Negro. What the hell you talking about, you a man? Well, you know what? We're going to beat you because you think you a man. I saw what you did to my wife, but forget that. You think you a man. Let me show you something. I'm going to take every bit of masculinity out of you, Negro. Hell wrong with you talking about you a man. And to this day, the lingering effects still bleed into our society today, man. Ain't that something? Nia Long, they don't. But you know what, Nia? You go, girl. That's what they say for you. They say you empowered. Live your best life. You want to date young dudes? Date young dudes. You want to get tossed up with one-night stands? Get tossed up. And watch us roll out the red carpet and be so proud. Look at Nia. Look at her. And she is, now hold up, now she is a little bow-legged, so I do like them bow. You know, I like them bow. So she is bow-legged. And she caught me off with that. I saw her standing still. I said, what the? I said, that's Nia? You bowed up like that? I said, man, Nia Long. I'm feeling that. I like that. I like the way, I like that. I like that spread. I like that. I didn't even know she had that. Yeah. I feel you, Nia, but Nia like young men, so she got a bunch of young dudes gonna be real happy. She got money too. She take care of herself. You know, she's a feminine woman. She's fit. Yeah, you know, you just gotta keep it quiet though. A lot of men out here having some memories, bro. And if you're a man, don't kiss and tell. Don't do that, man. That's for you. That relationship is for you and you only. It's not for nobody else. And if she passed away, maybe, I mean, you know, if you want to, I don't know why you would, but that's the way things go. When you're a man, she don't act like a boy. That's little boy stuff. When you got to run around and tell people who you slept with and who did what and how you did it, that's childish. That's how little boys live. But Nia Long has appeared in Playboy magazine. Within it, she said a bunch of stuff. One of the things she said, she likes young men. Her preference is young men. She said, just don't tell nobody. And she's down with the one night, with the pump and dumps. And then when I looked at it again, I said, a black man could never get away with that. Black man could never openly say that he's sleeping with young women, half his age. He's down for one night. He wouldn't, it would be the end of his career. If Michael B. Jordan said that, it would be the end of his career. It just would never work. It don't work because black men are governed by different rules. We pay no attention to Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. We don't pay any attention to them because we're black people. We just pay no attention to them because we're black people. We don't see ourselves as, we see ourselves from the plantation perspective, and we stay in our place. And we know our roles. We're gonna always stay in our place because we know where we fit. We don't fit outside. Here we go. We got a video, right? Let me show you this video. Here we go.
Came in there and was saying, so
fair use, fair use. Let me put this up right here. Okay. Fair use, fair use. Now check this out.
Bunch of women came in there and was saying, so what? Nothing is wrong with it. He's grown. Now, ladies, this is the double standard that I do not like that we do. Now, whenever a man posts that he's dating, a 40-year-old posts that he's dating a 19-year-old or a 23-year-old, he's a pervert, he's a manipulator, he got all kind of issues. Why when a woman do it? Yes, girl, go ahead, do your thing.
Hey y'all, Ty talking about something different today. We talking about dating at 50. I don't know about this, y'all. Online dating, I heard stories from my girlfriends, but then I decided, let me put my big toe in the water and see what this is like, this online dating thing. Lord have mercy, Jesus, y'all. I'm probably gonna unsubscribe today. Okay, so look, I had one brother that he told me I need to hurry up and message him because today was my lucky day. Oh, okay then. So then I had another brother that he was 75. That ain't gonna work.
You saw how flippant she was? He was 75. You saw how she just blew him off? So she said, I ain't dealing with no 75-year-old man. You see that?
He was 75. That ain't gonna work.
You see that? You see, you see that? And the Negroes still think he ain't under control. You see that?
That he was 75. That ain't gonna work. Then I had one that was 33. So he was blowing smoke on his picture. Yeah, y'all. Pray for a sister. Pray my strength. Y'all pray for me. Pray for me.
That's her showing off her younger husband.
Pretty much all I said is I don't understand why, what's going on with women nowadays dating younger men like that. I wouldn't want my 24-year-old son with a 50-year-old. Bunch of women came in there and was saying, so what? Nothing is wrong with it. He's grown. Now, ladies, this is the double standard that I do not like that we do. Now, whenever a man posts that he's dating, a 40-year-old posts that he's dating a 19-year-old or a 23-year-old, he's a pervert, he's a manipulator, he got all kind of issues. Why when a woman do it? Yes, girl, go ahead, do your thing. Because I know I have a 20-plus-year-old son, and I don't want to see him with no 50-year-old. I'm sorry, I do not. Now, can I tell him what to do? He gonna do what he want to do regardless. But I wouldn't want to see my 21-year-old son, 23-year-old son, 24-year-old son with a 50-year-old woman. I don't want it at all, no. Always been a sugar mama. out there ready to take somebody's son. It's always been that. It's the same way y'all need to hold the women accountable. Don't try to justify it and talk about, oh, it's because of this and because it's the same reason the men are doing it is the same reason the women are doing it. So don't justify it. Call it what it is. Y'all are a bunch of weirdos that like to date. If you are 40 years old and you dating a 21-year-old, you are a weirdo. I said it. I don't care who get offended.
See that? See that, sister? You heard what she said? You heard what she said? And now you got Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. Yeah. Do people call them names? You see what I'm saying? They don't call them names. Yeah, and let me tell you why. Like I said, they don't live like us. They've never been ruled the way we've been ruled. I agree with her. I mean, it's going to be a problem. A black person who tries to do that, that's going to create problems in our community. The black community, to a certain degree, they do things a little bit different. But do you see that? That shit's real, man. Now, I want to see if they're going to call Nia Long a weirdo. I want to see that because that's what she's saying. And she's posing in Playboy. Is that appropriate? I want to see if they're going to call Nia Long a weirdo. No. If they're going to have an issue with Nia Long dating young men. No. But a black man can't do it. And we're men. We're men. We can't even be men. We have to be docile. Bro, I don't know what they've done to us. They've done a number on us, bro. They've done a number on us. They got us. They got us. And you got these male feminists who back that up. Who back that up. Male feminists. Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, both of those men are walking around free. They have children by women in their 20s. Both of those men are walking around free, living their lives. Nobody's behind them. Nobody's doing anything to them. If Morris Chestnut tried to date a 23-year-old model, they would pull all of his films off the racks. They would protest him. They would accuse him of something illegal. They would just accuse him of that. Because they don't allow him to do it. The black community wouldn't allow him to do it. And this is the thing. You know it, and I know it. We both know I'm telling the truth. We both know I'm telling the truth. We both know that. Could a black man try that? Man, a black man wouldn't last 5 seconds. If Morgan Freeman started dating Ice Spice, Morgan Freeman would be finished. It would be over for Morgan Freeman trying something like that. My whole point is this. I'm not trying to say you should do it. I'm saying you can't do it. And I'm saying black people, we don't do stuff, but look at Nia Long. Look at all the way the women, women are not governed like that. They only govern the black men like that. They only tell black men they can't do it. So if you're a black person, you could be a black woman and date as young as you like. As young as you can get away with. You know, obviously there's a legal matter, but within that legal spectrum of legal age and your age, women can date anybody they want. Not one scintilla of criticism. If Patti LaBelle, I'm trying to think of, I can't even think of somebody young. I'm talking about like 21. If Patti LaBelle announced she was dating, I'm talking about a young guy. I can't think of one off the tip of, I can't think of a young guy. Who's a young singer? Who's a young singer in his 20s? Who? Anybody out there in their 20, 21, 22? A young singer? Let me see. A young actor. Let me see. I'm serious. Oh, Jaden Smith. Oh, that's terrible, ain't it? Jaden Smith. Ooh, that would be something, though, wouldn't it? That'd be something. But then again, Jaden Smith is, I don't even think he likes. Let me see. Jaden Smith is 27 years old. If you was to say Patty LaBelle started up a relationship with Jaden Smith, it would be absurd, right? People would say, but she could get away with it. Guess what? She NBA young lady. Well, she had to be careful. You know what? I get her off the stage. If they played the same concert hall, yeah, she better be careful with him. But that's my whole point is this: just like they could get away with it, and it just wouldn't be no criticism. If she started dating Jaden Smith, Patty LaBelle, it would be you empowered, two people who love each other. There ain't nothing wrong with two people who love each other. There just wouldn't be any criticism in the way it would be of a man, especially a black man who did the same thing. And that's what I'm saying. Don't you guys see that? During slavery, a black man, he couldn't even look at a white woman. Nevertheless, get aroused. He couldn't look at white women. He had to point his head to the ground. He had to look away. He couldn't look at a white woman. And if it was a bunch of slaves, they couldn't look at white women. They weren't allowed to look at white women. Right? Interracial relationship, couldn't even sleep with a white woman. He couldn't give them permission. It was outlawed. Now, the white man, he could sleep with whomever he wanted. He could sleep with the white woman or he could sleep with the slave. It didn't matter. If he owned this, he don't even have to own the slave. He could sleep with any slave. You were a slave, you had no rights. So if a white man just riding around on a horse saw you, now he got to deal with the owners, right? I mean, obviously that's that man's property, right? But what I'm saying, a white man, if he just riding around on a horse and he jumped off this horse, he saw a slave, he could take that slave. There was no such thing as he broke the law. They might hit him off with some property stuff, but he didn't, the stuff that you got to understand that we still live under that. We still live under those codes. We still live under those codes, whether you like it or not. We're governed. We have our own society within a society that controls and governs, especially the Negro. The Negro is heavily controlled, heavily policed. It's just unacceptable for him to date outside of spectrum that women say. They make the final judgment. You got to go talk to what the women say. The women say you have to date. You can't date a woman 3 years younger than you. Then I guess it depends on your community, man. You have to go by what they say. And you have a lot of male feminists who 100% agree with that. Who 100% agree with that. Then you got a white man. He lives his life free. You got a Robert De Niro and a Al Pacino. Al Pacino, 86. He just had him a baby. He got plenty of money, more money he could ever spend. He's old now. He's in his 80s. Probably works out, watches what he eats, focus on his health. He wanted to have another kid. He had one. He had one, all consensual, no problems, no type of issues with that. But that wouldn't have happened. And this is what I'm saying, the black community, it just wouldn't be acceptable in the black community to do that. It's unacceptable in the black community to do that. We won't allow that. And that's what I'm saying. We sit back and we know this. Hold up. There's a guy in the chat. Let me see. This guy claimed he got something for me. Hold up. I don't know why you got something for me to see. I don't want to see anything, brother. Nia Long up front, Mary J. Blige, no criticism, none. So the women got way more power than the Negro, bro. And that's when I say I just look at the Negro, because a lot of these Negroes, they push that feminist stuff too. They push that on other Negroes. They tell you that you shouldn't do that. Hey, man, you can't be dating nobody like that. You 50, man. You 40. You 40, man. You can't date no woman. Man, what's wrong with you, man? That girl 25. You 40 years old. What's wrong with you? You mean she 25 in college, man? You better leave that woman alone. Man, what's wrong with you, man? Why y'all want to date women so much younger than you? He don't say that to the white man, though. He'll put that on you, though. Like the stream, man. We got the join link posted. We'll take your thoughts. We'll take your conversation. Nia Long has appeared in Playboy, and she only dates young men. There will be absolutely no criticism. If anything, it'll be praise. And if a black man did what she's doing, if a black man did what she's doing, it would be the end of his professional career. He would be regulated to the Chitlin circuit. It would be the end of him. Despite the fact nothing he has done is illegal. None of it. None of it. None of it. But according to the black community, he violated a black law. Wasn't it more like Jim Crow? Black people, black men still govern under Jim Crow, bro. Them Jim Crow laws. You couldn't look at a white woman. You couldn't date a white woman. All that was Jim Crow shit on that Negro. They really policed the Negro. The black woman failed, but she wasn't as heavily policed. In fact, she was encouraged to share her body with white men who wanted her. She was encouraged to do that. Black man was not. He was not encouraged to do that. If anything, he was punished and prohibited. And even to this day, we still see the remnants of that going on right now amongst us. Yeah, don't send me no link, man. Like the stream, bro. We still see the remnants of that, those past days. And you see the freedom. You see the freedom in a Tracy Ellis Ross. Mary J. Blige enjoys her freedom. Drea Michelle, she enjoys her freedom. Madonna enjoys her freedom. Little Kim enjoys her freedom. And now Nia Long and others, there's many others who are not up there. They enjoy full freedom, full vested American citizenship. The Negro is still governed by this plantation and hood rules, just nigger rules that tell you what you can't do. This whole Gucci Mane, Pooh Shiesty thing. Gucci Mane can't file a police report. Gucci Mane can't do that. Gucci Mane's not governed. Even though Gucci Mane's a wealthy man, the rules, his American rules, don't apply. Gucci Mane has to take a chance of spending his life in prison because he's got to take the matters into his own hands. So his children and his wife, he's got to say goodbye to them and go ride down on this dude, man. You got to take care of that yourself, bro. Bro, what you doing? Hey, Gucci. What about your kids and wife? Man, fuck that. You better ride on that nigga, man. It's a black community, bro, especially on these social media. They on here social media whooping that up. It's the black community. That is the black community. I don't know what to tell you, brother. You trying to share a link with me? Put the title in the chat box. Don't put the link in there. Just put the title. I'll look it up. Just go and find out what the title says and say, this is what I'm talking about. I'll go take a look at it. And black men don't enjoy freedom even now, man. We like to pretend we do, but we don't. We couldn't do what Nia's doing. And you know it. This is the thing. Oh, Platt, you just talking. No, I'm not. We could not do what Nia Long is doing. Morris Chestnut could not go and do a magazine, say People magazine, Morris Chestnut. He couldn't go and do GQ. He couldn't go and do GQ magazine. And in the magazine say, I'm looking for a 23, or I'm currently dating a 23-year-old actress because I'd like to have 2 more kids before I leave this planet. He couldn't do it. Now, with the white community, they wouldn't say nothing. People magazine, that's a white magazine. It's got a lot of black people, but that's you should follow the point I'm trying to make. He could do it. They print it. They enjoy it. They print out his interview. Morris Chestnut talks about being on his way to 60 and preparations he's making in his life. If he said, I want a 23-year-old girl, it would be the end of his career. It would be over for him because it goes against black rules. Black people don't live like that. They don't think like that. Now, if you want to know where that came from, let's go back to slavery, because that's where that came from. Heavily policing black men, that's slavery. That's slavery. They've always wanted to control black men because of fear, i.e., having mixed kids. That's not good, right? Tell that to the white man, and he didn't have no problem with it. But no, I'm saying the black man having, black man, white woman, they did not play that. They weren't gonna let the black man have liberty with the black woman, with the white woman, the way the white man had liberty with the black. That just wasn't gonna happen. That's why you see a Nia Long. Nia Long's proudly saying this stuff that's taboo in the black community. Nia Long being 50-plus-year-old black woman talking about sleeping with young men. Are you crazy? That's taboo in our community. Are you another R. Kelly, Nia Long? Which is ridiculous, right? I would never call her that. I'm just saying this is how the black community thinks, right? This is how they think. But she's doing it. But if she was black, if it was Morris Chestnut, Essence would have a emergency Essence Fest for Morris Chestnut. They'd have a town hall. We got a special town hall meeting on BET. Morris, what's going on with you, Morris? They sit there, they get that man lecture after lecture after lecture. They call in, and they call in a lot of these male feminists. They call a bunch of them in. They'd have him talk to Sharon Bryant. They'd have him talk to all of these professional women that come there, and they tell him that he's struggling with something. There's something going on within you, Morris. Maybe, doing your child, he'd have conversation, therapy session. It wouldn't happen. It just simply wouldn't happen. And we know it wouldn't. But if he said he was dating and about to marry Patti LaBelle, man, we'd have a black holiday. We'd have a holiday, man. The black community, they said this is a wonderful moment. They would say, Morris, what do you have to say to the black men out there who don't want to date older women? You found your wife. You're wealthy, you're in shape, and you found your wife's 80. She's a beautiful 80-year-old woman. I know you're happy, but do you have a message to the black men who want to date young women, or the men who want to date young women, and they'd have some gobbledygook about how he's mature, these men still, it's something like that. But that's the community, man. Nia Long don't care. Nia Long can do what she wants. All she's going to do is be praised. She's going to be held up to a high standard. She's going to be looked upon. A black man would never be able to get away with Nia Long or Patti LaBelle, for that matter. If Patti LaBelle wanted to date her, what's that dude? What's his name? Smith. Jaden. If Patti LaBelle decided to date Jaden Smith, listen to me. They're not. But I'm saying, and it's absurd, right? Jaden Smith is 26. Patti LaBelle is 80. That's absurd, right? But technically it's legal and she could do it. But we wouldn't let that. My point is, a black man could never pull that off. Absolutely never. Because the black community way is configured, man. It's configured. We don't do stuff like that. We don't. We just don't do stuff like that. I said, it's a lawyer, it's an ambulance chaser. He's one of those, call me if you get hit or you need something, call this number. That guy's 68, 69. He just got married. His girlfriend's like 23. He appears on our local broadcast. He's not national. He'll appear on the show. You know, they'll have 30 minutes where they just say, "Good morning, Arizona. Good morning, Mississippi," wherever they are, wherever you are, right? And he laughs about it. They think that's funny. It doesn't carry with it any type of negative connotation. Nothing at all. He's on there laughing. You know, my daughter here. You know, my daughter's 31. Oh, it's funny. It's funny when she comes, my girlfriend comes over, my daughter, you know. Yeah, they think it's funny. They look at it no kind of way. He's never referred to as R. Kelly. No one's ever called him a pervert. None of that. None of that. They only put that on black men. They only do that to black men. They only call black men those things when black men live lives like that, because black men can't live the life of a free man because he's really not free. The black man has to live the life of a slave because he's not free, and he's going to live by slave rules. But you see that now, Gucci Man is being governed by slave. That's slave rules. Gucci Man, you can't file no police report. You got to go out there and take care of it yourself. Well, what if I get caught? I got to leave my wife and kids. Well, man, you a real one though, man. Shit, get your ass out there and take care of your business. So that's how the black man is governed. That's how he's governed. That's how he's controlled. He doesn't live a free man's life. And look at this right here. Look at that. It says, older women, younger man, Demi Moore, yep, forgot about that. Madonna, constantly Madonna, and a string of young men. Mariah, Nick, forgot about that one. At the time, Mariah was really much older. Tracy, she's already there. Lauded by the public, praised. Older men, Leonardo, Shannon Sharp, Al Pacino, Jay-Z, Beyonce, vilified, subject to accusations of grooming. You must be grooming her. Oh my God. Oh my God, you're grooming her. Oh my God. Oh my God. Isn't that accuse a man of grooming? You know that all of that terminology, right? Once again, all of that terminology falls in the illegal category. That all of that stuff comes from illegal stuff. All of that is sexual deviancy, and that is illegal. That's illegal stuff. Grooming is illegal. It is illegal to groom someone. It is illegal. That's illegal. That's already laws against that right now. That is illegal. That is illegal. If there's a guy, if you got a piano teacher and he's 32, and from evidence, videotape, conversations with someone, say, who might be 15, he's doing things, yes, he can be charged with grooming. That's illegal. He could be locked up behind that. You can't do that. You were doing what to her? You were saying stuff to her like this? Oh, we find that he was grooming her. That piano teacher, he going to jail. We're going to jail. But see, in the black community, they almost act like we don't live under laws. They have additional laws for the black person. Black person can't do that under any circumstance. You see Jay-Z's married, got 3 kids, but he groomed Beyonce. You know how ridiculous that is? But that's what they want to believe. Robert De Niro, all these guys, bad men. When the women on the same side do the same exact thing, wealthy women, opportunities, healthy, they're considered praised. They're praised. He said Bernice Burger. Well, I don't know, Bernice Burgos, bro. She got a fire body. She gonna get some attention from whoever, bro. Bernice is straight. I don't even know her genetics. I ain't never seen nobody with genetics like that. That's old as that woman. That woman got a flat stomach. That woman look young. She's a very nice woman too. If you ever met her, I've met her. Very pleasant woman, exceptional woman. I disagree with you on no. We can't criticize Bernice, brother. Hats off to you, Bernice, wherever you are. Do not put her in no thought box. That is a good woman. Thank you. Met her. She was the nicest, beautiful, gorgeous body, pleasant, just a beautiful woman. An exceptional woman. No waist, great body, great personality. Yeah. But we live under a double standard, man. Men are not allowed to do it. Men have to pay for the sins of their fathers, the sins of other men, innocent men, men who've done nothing wrong. You got R. Kelly. Guess what? He's in jail. He violated the law. If you want to accuse him of grooming or practicing, yeah, he's in jail. But you put that on men who are not doing that. Al Pacino's not in jail. Robert De Niro's not in jail. Both of them got dating women. Some of them have 50-year age gap. 50-year age gap, but they're not in jail. But see, we know that don't work in the black community. Because the women have to control the man. So the woman has to say, hey, if he don't do what I tell him to do, he better stop dating that girl. Hey, man, that girl 25 years old. That man 43. He better stop dating her. He said, well, did you talk to her? Yeah, but she don't know no better. Well, is he a good man? Well, yeah, he works out and all of that, and he ain't got no kids and stuff, and he come out here in love, but she's too young for you. So what if he don't stop dating her? I'm going to call him a pervert. But what, has he done anything illegal? No. I'm going to go and find terminology that's associated with men who commit crimes. I'm going to throw that on him. But don't you think that that's wrong? There's no proof. I'm going to say it because I said it. Because she's too young for him because I say so. So is he governed? Yes, he's governed by me. The black man, he can't do what I don't tell. And it's right, and it's the truth. And you know, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it's the truth. Black men cannot do what they want to do. We all know that, and I know it. And it ain't just these women. A lot of these men, a lot of these dudes are male feminists. They look at it the same way too. But they have nothing to say. Once again, when it comes to whites, they say nothing. And I'm going to go back to what I said. I said the Corey Holcomb guy, right? Them jokes were bad taste and inappropriate, right? I don't never agree with his joke. You know, but my point is this. He said he was in some foreign country, Amsterdam, Netherlands. He was in a foreign country, and he said the age of consent was 13. I said, well, why don't we bring that age up to 18? And I said, well, people ain't trying to bring the age up to 18. Why? Because they white folks? I said, so we only care because a black man went over there and it was a problem for the black man? Well, what about the children over there that are underage? Don't we want to bring the age up? You see what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't get that. Okay, so if the age of consent is too low, why don't we bring it up? Why don't we protest and bring that up to a age that we're comfortable with? They haven't done that. And from what I understand, Corey, or wherever he went, Amsterdam or the Netherlands, is still the same. And I don't understand that. But we know it. So she can get away with it. So she's going to go to her interview. Nia Long can go to her Playboy interview, and she's going to be praised, and she can do what she want to do, and she can date young men. She can just live her best life in her 50s. When you say she hit the wall, people get upset with that. When you say, hey, you hit the wall, they don't like, they especially don't like men saying it. Because men are told what they can and can't say. And this is the world we live in, brother. This is the flat out world we share, we live in. We live in a world of hypocrisy. And the black man is governed, and every black man over here, you guys, you still got, you can play with it if you want to, brother. You don't believe it. You go out there and go date someone that's be in your 40s and you dating a woman that's 28 and see how long that lasts. Black community gonna smother your ass. They ain't gonna let you do that. Because you can't tell me nothing about them. I know all about them. I know what they do. Because they have their own little rules that they apply to other black men. They just they control black. Now, if you're a wealthy black man and you don't even deal with black people, then you could be like a Robert De Niro and an Al Pacino. They don't deal with black people like that. So they don't care what black people think. But if you in that black community, ain't no way they're not gonna let you do it. I'm sorry, they're not gonna let you do it. They're gonna call you every name in the book. They're gonna even lie on your name. They're gonna lie on you. They're gonna lie on your name because they want to tell you who you can date and how you can date them. Despite the fact that it's 100% legal, they don't care about it. Now hold up for a minute. Let's finish this video right here.
And I see a woman that come on now. What is your point of doing it? The only reason a young 21-year-old could tell me anything is where's the fries? McDonald's is right there. Ma'am, do you want me to wash your car? That's all a 21-year-old could say to me. But I could never see myself having a relationship, a sexual, emotional connection to a 21-year-old. Have a double standard when it comes to women doing it. It's not okay. That woman that's pregnant for that 21-year-old, 22-year-old, that's insane. It's not okay.
Black women, if you want to date outside of your race, you need to be disciplined. When they say we're going to the gym at 5:30 in the morning, you better be up at 5 o'clock getting ready. They are not going to deal with the lack of discipline. And what we make black men put up with, they are not going to go for that. And what we make black men put up with, they are not going to go for that. What we make black men put up with, they are not.
Bunch of women.
You hear that? You hear that? Go ahead, Ruthless. What's up with you?
How you doing, sir?
What's up with you, brother?
Oh man, all good. I was heard you up here pull up on a Nia Long flick, huh? Well, yeah, it is a double standard. It is what it is, though. But but the double standard, because we got teachers that are getting caught with high school students.
No, we keep doing it. We're not talking about nothing illegal, brother. Everything we're talking about is legal. It is legal. We're not talking about nothing illegal.
You yelling at me? Oh man.
No, man, I'm saying because you drove it to there. We got kids, we got teachers messing with under 8. We do. That's not what we're talking about up here. We're talking about a woman who's in her 50s dating younger men with no criticism. That's all I'm saying. We know a black man would never be allowed to do that. That's my point, man. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Wait. Are you telling me that black older men are not allowed to date younger women?
Yes, I am telling you that, but they aren't.
That's not true. It's not illegal.
I didn't say it was illegal. I said it's a rule within the black community that you can't do. If you can't do what Nia Long did, if you're a black man, you can't do what she just did. She went to Playboy magazine, the reputation of Playboy magazine. She took some pictures. I don't know. It's Playboy. Risque, I'd say, right? And then she had an interview. And in the interview, she said, I date younger dudes. And one night stand, she said, got to keep their mouth closed, though. A black man couldn't get away with that, brother. And have a career? He couldn't do that.
So and have a career?
A black man, say a Morris Chestnut, this guy. I don't know if he's still probably doing stuff for Lifetime. Morris Chestnut, if Morris Chestnut went into Playboy magazine and told the people at Playboy that he dates women 23 and under because he wants to have a couple of more kids before he passes away, it would be the end of his career. A black man, I'm talking about a black man. The black community would not accept. That's unacceptable. And then he's saying he doing pumping and dumps and stuff like that. I'm still doing one night stands. I'm still out here smashing, and I want to get a couple more kids. So all my women are under 23. That'd be the end of his career. Now, everything, him being 57, her being 23, that is legal. That's legal throughout the United States. That's above legal age. But in the black community, that's unacceptable. That's all I'm saying. Nia Long is saying things, and she's able to get away with things that black men could never say.
But
you see what I'm saying?
Somewhat. Yeah, I have heard black men come on these panels and different things and pretty much doxile other black guys for dating younger, 30-year-old guys dating 20-year-old women. They're like, but mainly the women though. Mainly the women. A few black guys kind of go with it, but mostly women. They kind of shame a lot of men. Black women shame a lot of men for dating younger.
Feminist. A lot of men are feminine.
And we understand black men follow black women. So a lot of black men go with it because a black woman wants it, right? Even though I know older black men have been dating younger women forever, right? Forever. It's just that's
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it all the time when I was young. You know, my uncle, he would have a young girl.
Okay, I'm gonna say this I'm gonna say this again, brother. No, I haven't seen that. When you say 15, 20-year age gaps, no, I haven't seen that. When you say 2-3 years younger than them, okay, yeah, I've seen that. But we're talking about extreme age gaps.
That's what I'm talking about. I've seen old men.
Okay.
Old men, they call sugar daddies. Okay. Right? There's a lot of these girls got sugar daddies out here. And a
lot of them don't.
Yeah, a lot of them do.
A lot of them, brother. You know what, brother? This whole thing, my point is this. Nia Long did an interview. Okay. What is this thing with black women? They all got sugar. These women ain't got no damn. Have you seen these women? They ain't got no sugar daddy. I passed by the bus stop today. I saw 3 women waiting on the city bus. What is that? $1.25? They ain't got no damn sugar daddies. They don't. No, they don't.
Younger women.
A lot of them. Okay, look. A lot of them don't.
Oh, I know that because it ain't that big.
You take the majority of young black women. I say black women between 18 and 25 have sugar daddies. You say
no. Because it's not enough of sugar daddies. But
I got you. I'd say less than 1%. Less than of that whole group. Less than 1% of that group got a sugar daddy.
Well, that's because a sugar daddy typically has to be rich.
Well, there you go. But you said all of them do.
Well, I'm talking about. No, I didn't say all of them. I said there are a lot of women out here dealing with sugar daddies. And I guess most of it's in the strip club, but it's a lot. It's women out here having sugar daddies, and you're right. It is a minority because most sugar daddies to have access have to have a lot of money, so they have to be rich. So therefore, they're the minority as it is. So probably for every 100 girls, there's probably only 5 sugar daddies, right?
I wouldn't even say that. For every 1,000 women that's open to sugar daddy, a lot of women not open to that. Maybe 5 out of 1,000.
I think that is shifting in 2026. A lot of women.
No. Hold on. I think we mixed up. You mean the women who want a sugar daddy?
Yes.
Okay, so you're right. When you say that, the number goes way beyond 5. So how many young women between 18 and 25 want a rich man to pay their bills and fly them out and do all of this stuff? Probably a significant number. Probably a lot. But only about 5,000 even built. They even got it like that. A lot of them women don't even have it like that.
Yeah. So I say 98% of young women coming up because a lot of them come from poverty. If they find a sugar daddy who's going to pay their bills and they don't have to spend that much time with them, they're taking that deal. Now when we talk about the cougar woman, I guess that's what Nia Long would be considered. She would be the cougar woman, right? That's even small in between. That's like probably only, you might run the cougar woman every 1,000 men. It's probably only one cougar woman. Because cougar women are rich too, right? They just pay for it.
A lot of the women are practicing the behavior that's criticized in black men.
What?
A lot of the women are practicing the same behavior that's criticized and frowned upon in black men.
Well, and then I think it determines how much money they got, right? So in the class that Nia Long's playing in, right? She has a lot of money and a lot of
So if you have money, you can get away with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The rules are different. Rules are different for everybody.
I got Morgan Freeman, right? I think he's in his 90, 92, 93. Morgan Freeman can date Ice Spice. Morgan Freeman got a lot of money.
Yes.
Oh, okay, hold on. And nobody in the black community would be cool with that.
They ain't got no choice. They ain't got no option.
They can't legally do anything, but I'm saying you're telling me the black community would have no problem if Morgan Freeman announced he was dating Ice Spice?
No.
Because
they know that if anything, they know that Ice Spice is most likely a gold digger, and a lot of women would champion her. Get your money, girl.
You think so?
Yeah, get that money, girl. Get that money, because they know the other women
the community still is going to have an opinion.
For women,
when you look at, I don't even know, is that show even coming on with Vivica Fox and whatever the soul, whatever they call themselves, the four women, Vivica Fox and Angel, Lisa Ray, and them. Do that show even come on anymore?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, that group will have a problem with it.
No, the older women, yeah, because of competition, right? The older women will always
they have a lot more influence than young women. So what I'm saying is, because they disapprove of it, that means he can't do it.
Yeah. Morgan Freeman get who he want, when he want, and how he want, right? Because he got money.
Not really. He got canceled during COVID, so I wouldn't be so quick to say that. They showed him that he don't hold no clout with them.
Well, I'm saying men who are millionaires.
Morgan Freeman got canceled during COVID, and they showed him he don't have no clout with them. He can't pull nothing with them.
Yeah, but he can get him a younger woman.
You can take your black ass back to the black community, and you can boss up there. But you don't run shit over here, Negro. They canceled that motherfucker.
For what? What did he do?
He went over there and ran his mouth, said some things he shouldn't have said to a pregnant woman. He was acting all thirsty.
Yeah. That'll get you, right? But Shannon Sharp was having them young girls, man.
He said the View gonna have a problem with it. The View, he right.
Men, very rich men date young women, are dealing with young women.
Without him being black, brother.
Black men.
You're just leaving that out. Very rich men. Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. Have they said anything about that? Those men in their fucking 80s. So if Morgan Freeman in his 90s, and this is hypothetical, this is not happening, decided to date a Glorilla. Glorilla's 28. Ice, I think 27, and Chloe Bailey, I think 26. What if he said, I'm gonna date Chloe Bailey? From Chloe and I don't even know the Chloe times Bailey. I don't even know anyhow the other one's name. Anyhow, what if he said, I'm finna date Chloe Bailey, and Morgan Freeman is in his 90s? You think the black community would be cool with what you're saying? Is they wouldn't have a problem with it? Yes, they would. They would call Morgan Freeman everything in the book. You crazy? They would call that man. They would call, first thing they would do is call him a pervert. They would call him a sexual deviant. They would say, we need to put him in jail. How dare you? They would say, Chloe, what's going on? Is something going on with you? She can say as much as she wants. She could go on a View and say, I'm in love. I'm sorry, I know I'm younger than him, but I'm in love. They still would say, we need you to see a therapist. But Morgan, we've had it with you. Bro, Morgan Freeman, man, I know the black community, they wouldn't tolerate that from him. You're saying
First
it
of
like
all,
you're saying it like it would be no big deal. It's a big deal, Ruth.
So first of all, men of that status would not make that announcement. They don't announce. It's because it's mostly an agreement of money exchange for services. So ain't nobody's dating. Those guys don't date at that age. When they're 75, 65, and they're going to pick up a young chick, it's not a date. It's a exchange of services. So they're not making an announcement. They're not saying, hey, you know what? We're dating and we're looking intentional, courting. No, that doesn't happen.
What if Chloe want to do it? What if Chloe's publicist says we need to announce it?
I mean, they're gonna say no. Well, for what? I'm not gonna date ever marry this woman.
What if Chloe's publicist says we want to go public with it? Morgan, you in your 90s, you don't need no press. But my client, she's in her 20s. We think this would be good for her. Boost her up, jump up her media, her platform, and get her name into the headlines.
She'll say no because he's probably paying a substantial amount of money. So she'll say no. Like, why would I mess up my bag? Like, he's rich. He's paying.
I got you. If he was doing that, but I don't think.
Yeah, he's doing that. It's an agreement.
Morgan is still dating. Did you know that?
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe so.
He's not dating women that young, but he's still dating.
No, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I'm just saying most older men with a lot of money, they don't date. They make arrangements. So therefore, the girl's getting a substantial amount of money to perform her service.
Morgan is still dating women, man, just like you normally date.
You're right, but I'm just saying is
he picks them up, he takes them out. He's dating. You're talking about. We're not talking about those guys. We're talking about the regular.
I'm not disputing that. Yeah, I'm not disputing that. Most men who are on the average, when they get old, they're just going to die alone. They ain't going to have the option.
What they going to do before they die? What they going to do before?
They're just going to die alone. That's it.
What are they going to do before they die, though?
I don't know. Shit.
Oh, okay.
Eat their favorite food, but they have to only get the women in the age bracket because the younger woman wouldn't even give them time of day if they don't have the money.
I'm sure you're right. Well, you can have money and young women won't give you the time of day.
Facts.
No. If you're older man,
ruthless.
The younger women there are women who are hunting these men down. They want sugar daddies.
The broke ones, you're right. Broke ones.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. The one we're not Kardashians. We're talking about the Kardashians.
Nia Long's not broke. Nia Long's
that's what I'm saying. Okay, but she's a cougar woman, right? So she's doing the same thing the old men are doing.
That's what you said. She's just a 52 single actress to me. I mean, if you want to throw that on that cougar and all that stuff, look, at the end of the day, she's openly telling the world she's dating younger men. And I'm telling you, as a black man, and in some kind of way you keep reconfiguring what I'm saying, as a black men are not allowed to say that they are dating young women. They're not allowed to say they're dating young women without extreme scrutiny. That's my point. You keep talking about. I don't know
because you're talking about. So you first of all, most older men of average don't have that option.
If they got money, they got that option. Morgan Freeman. Hold on. Morgan Freeman's still dating. You don't think he can? When he goes out, people want to go out with him.
I mean, older women, yeah.
You don't think he can? Oh man, hold on. You don't think Morgan get a young woman? You don't think Morgan get a woman in college right now?
Yeah, she gonna charge him.
Well, he got money.
Oh man, you a hater, bro. Y'all be hating, bro.
Hold on. What is he gonna do with it? Ruthless. He's a multi. Let me see how much Morgan is worth. He's in his 90s. Morgan.
Gotta be like $1 million.
Okay, hold up. Morgan Freeman. Right here. I want to see how much is this man worth? What's his net worth? Right here. Net worth, Morgan Freeman. 250 million. Let me see his age. Morgan Freeman's age.
75 at least.
Morgan Freeman's age is 88. It says right here 300 million. They says $300 million. He's born in 1937. Morgan Freeman is 88. And you said you don't think he could date a young one. He could date if he wanted to, he could. He's gonna be paying. Okay, but he still can date them. He don't have to buy them. He don't have to say, here go money, only come by, show up, hang out with me, and then leave. She can go public. I'm dating Morgan Freeman. She says it's gonna blow up my Instagram, gonna blow me up.
Facts.
Hold up, and he can say, well, yeah, I date her. Now I'm just saying the black community, it depends on how much he's a part of it. I'm telling you, he couldn't be on no BET. It couldn't be no Morgan Freeman crime stories with Morgan Freeman, and that shit again.
He can't rub it in their face. He can't rub it in nobody's face, man. Come on, man. Y'all be putting, and see that's why I was talking about the other day with the hate, bro. Y'all as black men be hating on other black men. You just like, bro, you be outside with women your age and you gotta pay for them. Y'all would be outside with a 50-year-old woman. She dog walking you in her comments online. She dog walking you in her group chat. She dog walking you in public, and y'all put up with it, bro. I wouldn't dare be outside with a woman my age listening to that foolery. I'm going outside with some young, tender, and ready to have fun, bro. And we ain't paying like that, bro. We paying for the dates. We paying for them to look good in certain cases. Go buy a chick some shoes and a dress, and we tricking. Man, y'all be tripping.
That's not the conversation we're having.
Yes, you are, bro. I'm in the same. Bro,
let me say this.
Don't change. Don't move the goalpost, bro. I'm listening to what you're saying.
Let me say this. The conversation, the topic of the show is older women dating younger men, and we're equivalating that to older men dating younger women. We're not talking about your age group. We're talking about man 50 plus years old.
Bro, I'm 41. What are you talking about?
That's not old, sir. That's not old.
Tabor can
date. Come on, see what I'm saying? That
because I don't understand you, brother. You be confusing the mess out of me, brother. He can date women young in the sense he's 41. If he was to date a woman, under 30, he would draw the criticism of a lot of people. If she's under 25, I already know he a black man. He's gonna be criticized, brother. Black women, black men, feminist men. They're gonna have an opinion about why is he dating her. They're gonna say that, and he can say, "Well, we fell in love. She pursued me." Say, well, first of all, I'm just one. She kept coming up to me. Oh, no, I don't care about that nigga. No, you wrong. You're wrong. Now, do they do that to white men? That's my point. They don't. They don't do that to white men. White men live like that, and they get no criticism. None. Nobody criticizes them.
I mean, they get it, but they get to carry out their careers. Man, listen, bro. I'm telling you, fam. For years, for at least since the past like 5-6 years, man. At 41, bro, I'll be outside with chicks that be like 23, bro. White, black, Spanish. I be in clubs, bro. I be out to eat, bro. We be out having fun.
Yeah,
man, I'm not about to. Okay, say what you want, and that's what I'm saying. Like y'all can't even just respect how people move. You feel what I'm saying?
No, we don't have a problem with it, brother.
Listen, bro. It ain't. I'm telling you what it is. Listen, bro. Just because people don't like you and you gotta pay, don't mean everybody gotta move like you, bro.
You gotta pay, sir.
Okay, and you know what? And that's fine, bro. Because
depends on how attractive you are.
We gotta stop. Hold up. No, brother. Ruthless. That's your life. You can't
put your life.
No, that's everybody's life.
Ruthless. No, that's not true, Ruthless.
That's everybody's life.
Ruthless. If you go where there's 300 women, if you go to a fair, if you go to where there's a variety of women, I'd say from 25 to 45. From 25 to 45, I promise you, you could ask out. I promise you, you're gonna find a woman in there that don't want nothing from you. Other than you taking her out.
That's it, bro. That's
That's
it. And
it.
you do that with every woman anyway. These 50, bro, look, the 50-year-old woman want the same thing a 22-year-old woman want, bro. She want conversation. She want her mortgage paid, and you would pay her mortgage, and you probably do. You pay her car notes. She be giving you attitude. You got all the patience in the world for a woman that's 55 years old that's shaming you. I can be
Ooh.
outside with a chick that's almost half my age, bro, and it be the same exact thing. They want the same thing, bro. You just don't know how to handle yourself. You don't have no confidence, bro.
Who you
You been
talking to?
I'm talking to you. You be
Who date
outside giving away
who date
your
50,
check. That's what
wait.
you
Who
do.
date
You
55-year-old women? Who date 55-year-old women?
you date women your age.
No, I don't. I've never dated women my age.
Okay, how old are women you be dating? How old are women you be dating?
Man, between 26 to 35.
Drop a photo. Show Platt a photo. Show us a photo. Hey, and see, it matters though, bro. Go ahead, I'm listening, bro.
I don't want to see nothing. I go by what he say. Look, what I'm saying is, I come a black man. I get it, Tabor, and believe me, you keep doing that, you're gonna run across the wrong group of black people. Black people don't accept that. That's not acceptable. A 41-year-old man with a 23-year-old woman, that don't fly in the black community. That don't.
And I know that, bro. I know you go get your looks, bro. They go stare you down. They go look at. They go side eye you. They go make slight comments, bro. They go do it anyway. You can be out with a woman that's just a couple years younger than you, and she look good. That's the problem too. She ain't got no kids, and you got kids. They go always try to shame black men, and black men go get up here and regurgitate the same talking points. Oh, he must be paying. Man, y'all boys just be out here. Y'all hate on anything, bro.
Let me help you out, right? So
you gonna help me out, but you can't help me out.
What I was speaking to is if an 88-year-old man dates a 25-year-old woman, Morgan Freeman or whoever, he's gonna have to pay. Serious, just simple.
He go pay for an 88-year-old woman, bro.
Yeah, well, hold on.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
No. We're not. That's not the problem. The problem is this, Ruthless. He couldn't do it in the black community. What Robert De Niro and Al Pacino have both done, a black man could never pull that off.
But the black community,
a black man couldn't what?
Hold up, and still be a working actor, still be out here taking scripts, still be going on the shows and the late night shows, and you don't even have no movie coming out. You just go down and talk to Jimmy Kimmel, sit on there for 5 minutes. A black man, you out here having babies. You 85, you 88, you 90, and you having kids by someone 25. The black community will never accept that, because as black men, we still govern by those plantation rules. Jim Crow rules. We still, the black man had rules just for him. It wasn't for black people. It was for his black ass.
Why do we have to live?
Hold up. He couldn't look at a white woman. He certainly couldn't sleep with a white woman. And also, he could not sleep with a woman unless he had permission from his master. All of those things were the rules of engagement. He couldn't, a slave woman who wanted him and stuff, they had to get permission. If the master told him no, he didn't get it. He said, well, I need you to do this for me, work this harder, then I might let you have a family. And then that means I might let you sleep with her. You couldn't just sleep with a woman because you were not a free man. That's what free men did. Free men smash when they wanted to smash, not a slave. You have to smash when they tell you to smash.
Well, the thing about the black community, they don't hold that much weight, though. It really does. People snitching, people up here, call the police. There's black communities all over the place. They don't know what they want.
Not now it's black men. Now come on, bro. We don't know what we want.
We are disenfranchised.
Bro, you talking about yourself, bro. You putting yourself down. You a black man.
Slow down.
Y'all boys don't have no backbone, bro.
We know. Listen, black men allow snitches to work home in their community, control their home. Yeah. Come
Let me
on,
ask
What?
you,
man.
Ruthless.
Hold on. So listen.
Oh,
Yeah,
Here, let me
Ruthless.
interject here.
oh,
No,
man.
let me interject here. Let me.
Hold up. Ruthless. Should Gucci Man talk to the police about what happened between him and the he got whatever arrest? I mean, whatever happened, he got robbed. Should he go and talk to the police about his robbery?
Not on his level, no.
Look,
So,
come on,
so he just
man.
hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So Gucci Man being a millionaire, the man signed the contract. Okay, I don't like my contract. Okay, fine. You don't like your contract. We'll handle it in court. No, I'm gonna rob you. Okay, so Gucci Man should just accept that and say, I'm gonna go handle it out. I'm gonna do street shit. So hey, wife, let me hug you. My daughter that we had together, my kids who are still not even like teenagers. Let me hug y'all. Daddy finna go take care of his business. So Gucci Man should go and get thrown in prison because he's governed by rules that you say nigger rules.
Finessed out of his position in life.
Let me answer the
Clown
question.
behavior.
Let me answer the question. First of all, Gucci Man put himself on the rules, not me. He the one said he's a street nigga. The verses against Jeezy, he's the one said he would never talk to the police, not me. So he is being held accountable for the standard he set for himself.
There you go.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. Okay, what's the dude who was just responding?
That's ruthless.
Rufus. Okay, what's the name of the other guy who was talking?
Tabor, man.
Tabor.
Okay, Tabor. Okay, Rufus, do you have kids?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Right, let's just paint a scenario. Let's say your schools your kids go to school, they get straight A's, they honor roll students, they're doing good in class, they have a good behavior, stuff like that. And let's just say, for the sake of this argument, that Tabor's students are acting up, they're horse playing, they're not really getting good grades, something like that. Are you responsible for what Tabor's kids do in school?
No.
Okay, so why in the hell do black people do this bullshit where they think other black people are responsible for other people's foolishness?
I mean, hey, I don't know, man. All I'm saying is,
I'm saying this shit is stupid.
It's Gucci Man wrote the street rules. He's part of the writers and the funders of this street code shit. So he's been held accountable for the shit he said. Me, I don't care what you do, Gucci Man. If you want to go and get on the stand, that's your business, right? But all I'm saying is, black people, we speak out the side of our mouths. We say one thing, hey man, you better not do this. But then we allow snitches and back dudes be robbing each other and all that type of shit go on in our community. We don't even let other black people. We don't even let other black people make money in our community.
And that is why Nia Long, a black female, can do Playboy and talk just like a man about how she smashed his younger mates. She's bragging on it, bragging Playboy about her. She smashed a younger man as long as he keep his mouth closed, or she demands NDAs and all that. But a black man can't do that. Black man cannot do that. And this Gucci Man, they already know those people they've already look, society has already written out people like that. All of this rap stuff, the real world don't even care. They can do whatever they want to each other. They don't care. If they don't want to tell who robbed them, that's their business. They don't care what those people do. But I'm saying, as a black man, this is the world we live in. A black man is governed by different rules. Nia Long is proving that. Nia Long did Playboy, and she's talking on there like a chauvinistic man, but she's praised for it. If a man did that, he lose his job.
That's not true at all, Platt. Come on now. Like, you might have a point. You might have a point that black men are governed under different rules, but you use the worst example. Like, black men date younger women all the damn time, especially celebrities. I mean, Shaquille O'Neal is the perfect example.
I don't know.
Wasn't at one point he was dating Hoops?
I don't know.
Was a 20-year gap.
I don't know who he's dating. I don't have no idea.
Well, at one point, if you watch, what was it, Flavor of Love? There was a girl on the show by the name of Hoops. He was dating her, and that was like a 20-year gap. Eddie Murphy. I
don't think it was a 20-year gap. It might have been a 10-year.
I just look it up right now. Hold up, let me see.
It was a
Man,
10-year gap, something like
nah,
that.
man. Hoops was young, Plat. Hoops was young. Hoops was young and fine, bro. They was hating on
I think,
Shaq, man.
but Shaq, yeah, who you heard somebody say something bad about Shaq?
Huh?
Nope.
I didn't see nobody say nothing about Shaq.
Man, they was
Yeah,
hating
Shaq
on
was
Shaq, man.
They had more to
no,
say
they
with the size. It was the size of Shaq, Shaq's height versus her, because she's real small. And a lot of people were saying, I sort of agree with them. They were
No,
saying,
you're right. You're right. It wasn't 2 years. It was 10.
yeah,
But
but a lot of thing is the height. It's his height. Shaq's almost 7 feet, or he is over 7, and she's real little. That's just look. Listen to me. That's just a weird look. That's all. It's like, damn, you really like little women to be a big ass dude?
no. That's just. I mean, honestly, if somebody was saying that, they're just kind of dumb in general because a 7 foot tall dude is always going to tower over a woman. The average height for a woman is 5 foot. So,
A 7-foot man can find a 6'2" woman. There's plenty of them.
yeah, you can, but they're not, dude. Like Platt, you're. I mean, you're doing the whataboutism game. Like, there's not that many women that are 6'2".
Why are you arguing with me?
Because I don't think
I
your
don't
point
wanna
makes
argue.
sense.
Do you want to make a comment about what we're talking about, or what?
That is what we're talking about. How come when you talk about it, then I comment on it? It's not what we're talking about.
I'm not talking about Shaq. You are. Shaq is too tall.
Yes, but you literally brought up the height, so how that's relative to the conversation.
Shaq, you can look at Shaq the way you look at him.
Okay.
He's a free man. I don't care what he does like that. But you ask me, what do you think? I think something's wrong with him because he's way too tall for those women. All his women are very small.
He's too tall for most dudes. No. What do you mean? Like what?
Shaq's women are almost 4 feet. They're like 4'8", 4'9". He don't really mess with women even within like a foot of him. That shit's weird.
The average woman is like 5'4". How is he going to find a woman a foot of him? Most women ain't 6 feet.
Hold up. You don't think you can find a woman that's 6 feet tall?
I can.
You don't think Shaq can?
Shaq can, but they're rare. What do you?
That's bullshit. A 6 foot tall woman is not rare.
A 6 foot tall woman is rare. Look up how many women are 6 feet and like period. It's probably like less than 10%. It's probably even less than that. It's not even that many 6 foot dudes.
If that was my preference, I see enough of them.
I mean, in the world
everywhere. No, but I see tall women enough. There's enough of them where if that was my preference, I certainly can know who to focus on.
According to AI Google, there's approximately 0.1 to 0.3% of women that are approximately 6 foot tall or taller.
You going by the world, right?
Yeah.
What about the United States?
What do you mean? The United States is in the world.
All right, man. All right. So this dude done lost his mind. That we're not talking about Shaq's dating habits. I personally think Shaq's a weirdo. I do, because of the height difference. He's just too big. He's over 300 pounds. Those women, it's about 4 or 5 women. They're all like under 5 feet. You can't tell me that's by that. Oh, well, I can't find no 7 foot tall woman. No, that's by choice. That's a preference.
That is not necessarily.
That's a preference. Go ahead, Tabor.
Man, as black men, bro, man, the problem, it don't matter what the community say about us as black men. Black men hate on other black men worse than anybody, bro.
Go.
Because when dudes be outside with whoever they outside, it don't matter if it's the race, it don't matter if it's a age situation, it don't matter if you rich and when you with a poor woman, they just got something to say. And then black men get online and be saying the same things women be saying. And y'all be hating on yourselves all day long.
You have a very, very, very like strict definition. I'm not strict. You have a broad term for like hating, and I just don't know if I can really agree with that one. But
it don't matter what you agree with. I live on this planet too.
That's a feminist.
I mean, it does matter. I mean, from here.
Hold on, yes, Tabor. What you've noticed from black men, that's called feminism. When you hear black men talk, like you just said, they're hard on black men. They say all this stuff. That's a feminist. That's a male feminist. Just
There it
just
is,
know
bro.
that. Just know that.
There
Just
it
know that.
is, bro. I
And,
know what it is.
and
Go,
hold
my
on.
bad.
Like,
If
you
Morris,
criticize black men all the
if,
time. Are you a male
if,
feminist? Black
is
male.
more if Morris Chestnut was dating a 23-year-old actress because he wanted to have kids before he passed, would you have a problem with that, Tabor?
Nah, man.
Okay. What
That's
about you?
bored.
What about you, Ruthless?
Say it again.
If Morris Chestnut was dating this 23-year-old actress as opposed to Patti LaBelle, well, I'm gonna ask you, which way do you think he should go? The 23-year-old actress or Patti LaBelle?
Whatever his preference is.
Well, he says he like a woman who can cook and clean and take care of him, and that would lean toward Patty. Which way should he go?
Whatever makes him happy.
That's cap. You
Okay,
just
then
said that.
I got you. Oh, what about you, Garris?
I mean, I say go for what he wants. I mean,
Which one would criticize him? Not in the white community, black community.
both sides will criticize him, but if he chose somebody young,
So if a rich man, he's 57, he's a multimillionaire. If he said, I want more kids, so I'm choosing a younger woman, the black community can't get beyond that. They're going to ignore that and just say he's a pervert because he wants a younger woman.
every community would probably have a problem with that. Black, Hispanic, Asian. They're literally making fun of Toby Maguire right now because he's dating somebody who's 20.
Because most people are haters, bro.
Mm-hmm. And I do agree with that. I do agree that it is a form of jealousy and resentment that comes with that.
Yeah, you was just showing your colors a couple minutes ago. You do it too.
How?
Yeah, we don't.
No. I said if
old
men. Hold on. Let me clarify something. I'm just saying older men, really men who date a lot of young women that's decades younger than them have a lot of money. He has to have a lot of money to date those kind of women at 23, 24, because the women are going to charge, right? They're sugar daddies, right? Then most women who are older like that are cougars, right? They kind of pay guys, give them a little money, take them, get them clothes and shit like that to get their back blown out. People who with money play in a different set of rules. They buy what the fuck they want, and that's how it goes.
Well, that don't mean that the black community can't control them, though. Black men.
No, you can't control them. The black community is disenfranchised. They can't control nobody.
The black community,
right? Because most people, let me tell you something. Most people in the black community are young people, right? Because the older people move out. No. They go be with the rich white people. So therefore, and then the older people who are in the community are poor, and nobody really cares what poor people think. Period.
Well, I agree with you on that. So they can control a Tyler Perry. They can control these black people who've made their money through black people. Look at Chili. Look at TLC. Look at her. You align. Yes, they can. They got more control you think they got. They had to cancel that show. They might gonna make no whole lot of money at that show now. They canceled it. They still on her. I saw another post. They still on Chili. So I'm telling you, the black community, if they don't want, and they don't want you dating. They say, hey, don't date a woman 5 years younger, but if she's older, okay, I feel you. You want to date a 30 years older woman, okay, I feel you. But don't, I shouldn't be letting you have that many 5 years younger than you, because we don't want you to be a weirdo. We don't want you to be a pervert. Why you want to date a woman younger than you? And then when you say that type of terminology is associated with men who commit crimes against women, they don't want to hear that. You said, well, why are you saying that about this man? Hold on. Why are you saying that about this man when he has no criminal convictions? He hasn't been even accused of anything. But just because he likes younger women? Yep. You damn right. Because, and that woman said, hold up, this woman in the video, she said it. She said it again. Right here, we're going to play this again. Hold up, here we go. Let me back this up. Right here, she said it. She said, I don't care. Right here.
Do you want me to wash your car? That's all a 21-year-old could say to me. But I can't. I could never see myself having a relationship, a sexual, emotional connection to a 21-year-old. Have a double standard when it comes to women doing it. It's not okay. That woman that's pregnant for that 21-year-old.
Oh, let me back it up right here.
One brother.
Do. Now, whenever a man posts that he's dating a 40-year-old, posts that he's dating a 19-year-old or a 23-year-old, he's a pervert, he's a manipulator, he got all kind of issues.
You hear that? You hear that? Is that not a black woman talking? You hear that?
Yeah, that's the females. That's females say that. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of male feminists agree with her.
If you're in America, it doesn't matter what race you are. It's considered taboo in America to date somebody that's way younger than you.
Not if you white.
No, not if you rich.
If you got a lot of money.
Here we go.
You got a lot of money, you can date whoever you want.
Not like that we do.
Yeah, if you're you're insanely physically attractive.
No, it only applies to black men, brother. You know what, brother? I don't know what you're trying to prove. I know damn well it does, brother. What the fuck you talking about? I live in the black community. I actually go out and deal with women, brother.
I just named Shaq, so that disproves the entire thing.
Look, brother, I don't sit around talking about I'm happy being without women. I don't do that. I don't sit around bragging on the fact I'm not women and I'm happy and I'm playing video games. Listen, brother, I'm telling you, it matters to them. You keep saying it doesn't. It does. And you talking about your career. Look at Morgan. He messed his whole career up when he said that about that woman. They ran his ass up out of there. He's still canceled.
He's still canceled.
Somebody don't matter. It does matter. He got canceled. He made a comment about a pregnant white woman, and she went to the bosses on CNN. CNN had to go and reach out, and then it caught fire, and he got canceled.
Man. What does that have to do with like men like actually dating younger? Because you saying the black men can't do that. They do it all the time, especially basketball players.
Not really.
Not really. I just named you Shaq. I'm pretty sure Chris Bob's wife was like a good 5 or 6 years.
Hold up, you named Shaq.
Okay.
I think Shaq
Eddie Murphy, the girl he's dating right now, he's 17 years old.
I think Shaq should be criticized. I think Shaq should be criticized, but not because of age.
People like Shaq, though.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Shaq is hiding. Shaq is hiding in the white community. But if he was come to the black community, he's gonna be criticized for his dating choices. They're not happy with him.
Yes, but your whole premise is that they couldn't do it.
He can't. Well, he wouldn't be able to do it if he was in the black community.
He's in the black community. What do you mean?
No, he's not. He's in the white community. If
Shaq, oh my God, he keep changing the goalposts.
If Shaq was to go to Playboy magazine and openly say the same things that Nia Long saying, exact same thing, they cancel his ass.
But how can you cancel that?
They're not going to listen to that coming from a black man. They'll let it come from a black. That'll come from a black woman, and it's okay. But a black man, he cannot be bold enough to say that he actively looks for women younger than him. That's a taboo. And B, he's having one-night stands. He can't say that.
No,
that would kill his black community. He would be unacceptable in the black community.
Hey, I have a question for you.
Platt, let me add on to your argument. Let me say
the question real quick.
Go ahead.
How would you cancel Shaq? He's retired. How would you cancel him? He's a made man.
The black community could cancel him. As far as we talking about working a job, whatever the job he does over there on TNT or wherever he's at, ESPN now. That no, but they have a little bit more weight than you think they can. I think they could get to him.
Hey, it's almost like they doing Chile right now with her voting preferences. But what I want to say is this: you know how the community looks at things based on, and this is like almost apples to oranges. But look at old girl over in Tanzania. She's getting a lot of, support from, the Keishas and some Sims. And think about this in a historical type of text. Jack Johnson got the Mann Act passed against him, but they passed Virginia versus Loving so she could be with Brad. So I'm just saying that they could do whatever they want, but we can't. We've always had our sexual preferences
Thank you.
police.
Thank you. Resurrect. If you was a slave 200 years ago, you're a healthy man. You see a woman, all the women that you're around, they stink. They're in the field. They're blistered. Their hair's matted. You see a white woman come up to you that's clean, that's prepped, her hair's done, she smells amazing, and you get aroused. Resurrect, guess what? If the master sees that, or one of those overseers see your penis or whatever, they see your pants move, they hang you for that.
Oh yeah.
And
you
you say, and people say, what you say, other men say, well, he's just a man. Well, you better not. What the hell wrong with you, boy?
Yo, Resurrect.
That's a white woman. What's the hell wrong? You won't disrespect the Smith plantation. Take his ass.
Let me ask you a question. Like, you didn't mean to woman in your life?
Just think about that for a moment. You get hung for being a man. The women that you're around, not offered, you're a virgin, are blistered. Their fingers are cut from picking. They're tired. They look 10 years older than their age. They're getting attacked by white slave owners, and you get to smell. You get to smell. You don't get to see. You get to smell the aftermath. You go inside that slave quarters, and it smells like sex. And that's as close as you get as a man. And then Missy comes up. The plantation is telling y'all how to pick cotton or whatever. He's beating y'all, telling y'all need to do better. And Missy Ann, his daughter, comes running up because she needs to ask Paul for something. And that's the first time you ever see a woman with a bath. Up close, she comes walking up and she's dressed. And she said, Paul, I need this, Paul. And he said, didn't I tell you never to come over here while I'm around these slaves? I'm sorry, Paul, but I do need. And then all the slave men see it. And then they get excited. And then they get beaten. And that's how they do black men. They police us. They've always policed us. They've always controlled us. That's what I'm saying. I'm not advocating for a man dating a woman 40 years his junior like that. I'm not advocating that at all. I'm just simply saying Nia Long, black woman, can go into a magazine and talk a masculine talk, and there's no criticism. Black man can't do it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And most black men be backing them up with it.
Yes, they do. Bunch of simps.
All day, bro. Y'all back them up. Y'all act like regular black men don't deserve to have no voice, but we can be out here working like everybody else, but we can't be happy.
We can't be men. Tabor, look, no. Resurrect. Can a black man sit on Playboy magazine with the history of Playboy, the sex, Playboy, right? The accusations is what, misandrous, what is it? What's the one when you hate misogynor? Misogyny, objectification of women, disrespectful to women. Can a black man sit on that magazine and look, don't change your word, say everything Nia Long said?
No way.
No.
Thank you. Way. And just I'm gonna tell you a person that used to hang out at that mansion, Bill Cosby. Look what they doing to him.
That's totally different. That How do you equate somebody objectifying a woman to somebody actually putting great pills in their drinks?
He never did that.
That's how
you don't know he did that, bro. That's what I'm saying. Y'all just
regurgitating. You don't know he didn't. Yelling is not proving your point. You don't know he didn't. You don't know what a simp is. What is a simp?
somebody that's a simple-minded person that will believe anything.
No, that's not what. That's not why people use that term.
That's my definition.
We don't
Somebody that
care
will
what he
believe
thinks.
everything that these
We're
people
talking
say.
about this topic up here, brother.
Mm-hmm.
And hold
Okay,
up, hold
that's
up.
part of the topic.
Shout out to my friend Misha Mock. Hey, babe, how you been doing? Look at you. You still ain't dyed her hair though. No, look like it. Oh, did you go black? Okay, we might have to give her a wrench back. I think she dyed her hair. There we go. Now we talking. And she's short. Misha like 4'3". Misha,
What?
would you date Shaquille O'Neal? Misha, he's like 7'4".
7'1".
So,
But
would you date a man that's 7 feet tall, Misha?
Nigga,
if you had
4'3".
Misha
Yeah.
like four. She like 4 something.
if you had money like Shaq, hell yeah.
Hey, Platt, can I ask the question? The guy
Go
that
ahead.
said that Bill Cosby did that, I bet you your family's not from America.
You can bet a lot of things that you can't prove.
I bet you
And
tell them.
my people
I
is from
bet.
America. So.
Yeah, right. Where from?
There you go.
Where they
She said
from?
probably not.
They're from Florida.
She
Florida.
said
Yeah,
probably.
right.
Hold up.
What the hell? Do I need to give you the birth certificate to prove it to you?
Hold up. Misha says she's 5'3", and she said probably not. You see what I'm saying? A lot of women, yeah, he just simply too tall. Just like some men are too short for women, some women, guys are just too tall. They don't like them that tall. And then when you talk about Shaq, you talking about Misha. I mean, like she literally, if he brings her up to his head, literally her feet are at his waist. That's all that stuff's weird, man. That gets into weirdness.
Anyway,
That's the thing.
what's
That's the thing
the
about the community, right?
revolution?
Us as the black community, we care so much about other people's lives that we can't focus on our own lives,
Facts.
and then all our lives are shambles.
The problem, I always say this: the problem with the black community is there's always somebody talking about what the problem with the black community is. Sometimes people just need to shut the hell up and say, "Fuck what you talking about, bro." Like I'll make it very simple.
Kind of
It's a
what you
whole
doing right now?
Yeah,
Well, go ahead.
yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just need to disregard. Yeah, sometimes you just need to disregard.
No profanity. Go ahead, brother. No profanity, please.
Okay, fine. Sometimes you need to disregard what people say because it's always somebody complaining about what the black community doing. First off, we're not a monolith. We don't all go under the same breath. We don't all go under the same code. We don't go under the same morals.
But we need to.
Just because you think
we're a
you're
minority. We need to.
Yeah, just because you think you're older and you're black and you think you're part of the community does not give you free reign to judge people or tell them how they should act just because you black. They don't give they don't give two craps about what you think about them.
We need a code.
No, you don't. Some people don't go by a certain code. There's I've never seen this thing where if you look at everybody else, if somebody has their own moral code, you think that it reflects bad on you. Sometimes there's haves, there's have-nots. If I'm a black man and 2 black men down the street are arsonists and they committing fires all day, I don't think that reflects badly on me. That is them. That's them doing their own thing. So this whole thing with, this is the problem with the black community. This is the problem. The problem is most of you guys need to shut up about it. Just do your own thing. You don't have to police everybody else about what they're doing.
What you on here talking about?
We have a duty to do that.
No, you don't have a duty.
Yes, we do. That's the problem.
Somebody has a gun to your head. No, you don't.
No, you
we
don't,
have a
bro.
duty to try to make each other do better.
You're repeating yourself.
Who's speaking, bro? Who's speaking?
You're repeating yourself, but you're not explaining why. Why do you have a duty?
I'm gonna explain why. The reason why is collectively, if one person is doing good, but the group is doing bad, then we can't succeed as a people. And
you can't even police your own neighborhood, bro. And you trying to police everybody in the world, man.
Every other group has this mentality, but us.
No, they don't, bro.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to contradict myself, but hear me out. Like to Boris, just hold off. I know what you're going to say. I'm going to sound very contradictory. I guess this is a really big problem because this is what you just said was just downright bullcrap. Plaid just said I can't curse him, though he cuss all the time. Okay, fine, whatever.
Can I give you an example? Wait. Before you dispel what I just said, let me give you an example. What about those council members in Los Angeles and what they were saying about the black community?
I
The
don't know what
lady
they said.
had, oh yeah, the lady had to step down. Gonzalez, I think her name was, because they was plotting against doing everything to get the black community up out of LA, which they have been successful in doing. That's called group mentality, trying to go against one group, and they've done it. So what I'm saying is, why is it so bad for us to do it?
Because it's stupid.
Now,
Because
how
you
is that? Wait. How is that stupid when they've
because
been effective in doing it, but we
dude,
haven't?
again, you're taking the most middle school way of looking at
No,
it.
no, no, no,
It's
no. That's
never-
an
no,
example. That's an
hold up.
example.
Let me finish. Let me finish. You're looking at it in the most middle school way possible. The people at the top, the rich white people, every black community person you talk to, just like you, that's the super hotep dudes. They be like, there's a white dude at the top, or there's a bunch of white dudes or white women at the top, whatever, that are controlling all the black people, and they're trying to get them out of the hood, they're trying to get them out of their space and stuff like that. Do you actually think the white people at the top are not, let me say, stepping on the white poor dudes below them? Because
Yes,
I almost guarantee you they are.
I do. I do. I do.
All day.
I live in Florida, dude. I've
Mm-hmm.
lived in every type of hood you can think of. Where there's super
Sure.
white, where it's super black, where it's super white. They don't care
Mm-hmm.
about who they step on. So it's not them trying to get rid of the black community. They don't care if you're poor. They're going to step on you. That's why you limit yourself when you think that, oh, it's a white community trying to keep the black community. No, it's not.
It
You're
is.
not a monolith. You're not a
Yeah.
monolith. They're trying to keep the poor people out of their era of financials, which is the rich people. They don't care if you're Asian, you're black, or you're Indian. When you think that way, you're very middle school minded, because the people at the top do not care what race you are. If you're not in the tax bracket, they're going to step on you.
That's how I know that your family's not from America.
You don't know that. You
Yes, I
can't prove
do.
that.
I
That's
do.
bullshit. You
I
can,
bet
okay,
you.
prove
I
it
bet
to
you.
me.
I can show you my genealogy. I can
I
post it right
that's
now.
not showing
But you
me where
can't.
my family's
You
from. So
you
where you
can't. I
proving it
bet
from?
you can't. I
So
bet
you
you
can't, so
can't.
you can't prove it. Okay, so we can move on.
Because
You're
you
talking
talk.
out your
No,
ass cheek.
no. I'm talking about
No,
a
we're
person
moving on.
from my
No,
50. From
we're
no,
moving
listen.
on
No,
because you
I'm gonna
can't
say.
prove it.
I'm gonna say
Okay,
what I
cool.
want to say. From my
Say
52
what you
years
want
of
to say. You
experience,
can't prove it.
from my 52 years of experience, which is
Yo, DeBoer,
anecdotal.
are
My
you hearing
52.
anything out of
Listen,
this man's mouth that is
my
true?
52 years of experience on this earth.
DeBoer, are you hearing anything out of this mouth that's true?
The people who are not from this country
Okay,
that
okay.
claim to be black, they always talk like you, talking about it's an economic thing instead of a race thing when this country was built on race. Shut up, man.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
It's
was. Yes, it
been
was.
on rich
Because
people.
Come
It's been on
on,
because
rich
bro, man.
the
Y'all
people
boy
who
be
built this country on free
disingenuous
labor were
out here,
what color?
bro.
Come on, man. And see, you're not from there, so you don't feel the same type of.
No, because you
You don't
have no
seem type.
proof. You have
That
no
You,
boy
proof.
say
you
was built
listen.
You
on
have no
race.
It's called
proof.
Stop capping.
it's called epigenetics.
From
You
here.
don't you
Hold on,
don't.
hold
It's
on.
called
Your
epigenetics.
position,
You
you
don't
have
feel
no
the
way
same
of
way.
Resurrect. I think he's from here. I've
I
been
doubt it. He
listening to
said he's
him.
from Florida, man. He probably from Haiti or something.
No,
dude, I think you flying
no, he
fucks
ain't
make
no
you
Haitian.
doubt it. You can't prove it.
Most
No,
people
he
from
ain't.
You
Hold
Florida
on,
can't
down
hold
there,
prove
they're
on.
it.
from
No,
Jamaica,
You're not,
Haiti.
you're not from the States. You're not from the
Yeah.
States.
Well,
Resurrect.
let me post my
Hold,
lineage then.
hold up,
I can
Go
brother.
post my
ahead.
lineage.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Do that.
Okay.
Hold up, brother.
I got my ancestry right here.
Yeah,
Go
hold
ahead.
on.
Do it.
That dude, Garris, he ain't from no Haiti.
Man, you
You
don't
know,
know, Platt.
I
I
do know.
just
I've talked to him long enough. He from
Dude,
America.
he's talking out of his behind. He has no way of proving of whether or not I'm from the
listen.
state.
You prove it then. Because
No,
your
I
talking
will
points,
not. I'm not going to prove something
I
that you're
know
not going to. You don't believe me right now. Why would I sit here and try to
because
provide you proof? You want a
because
birth certificate?
no, that don't prove nothing.
What you
That's
mean? What does it prove? It shows you when
you
you're born.
no no
Now I'm just tuning you out because you're just
they
an idiot. Yeah,
they
you're
can
just an idiot.
they can alter that because
They
they
can
just
alter it. Who's altering it? Who makes the birth certificate?
so you telling me that people who can't change their sexual orientation on their
Dude,
birth
that's
certificate
not
right
what
now?
I
How we
asked you.
going down
Who
here,
makes the birth
man?
certificate?
So
That's
they can
not
be
what I
altered.
asked you.
They can be
Who has
altered. The state
By
can do
who?
that.
By who?
The state,
By
the
who?
states,
The
the
state?
states.
Who's altering the birth certificate to make it sound like you're not from the states? Because I almost
Brother,
guarantee you that's illegal.
it is.
I guarantee you, you're probably not from the states, brother.
You can't guarantee that because you can't even prove what I just asked you.
Yeah,
Who's
resurrect.
making?
Okay,
You can't
okay,
even prove that they're altering it. So you're full of shit.
okay, resurrect. You can think anything you want to think,
Yeah,
right? If you don't, you not care what I think. I've
yeah.
been talking to this guy for years.
hmm
He's African American.
I'm not African American. I'm foundational from the soil.
He's
We're talking about me. See, this is what happens when you think
talking
everything's
about
about
him.
you.
Yeah. I'm not talking. Hold up for a minute, Resurrect. He's African American of some distinction. Other than that, I've never asked him, and I really don't care.
You say of some distinction. That's like Jack and Jill Boulay type of stuff. I'm Phi Beta Sigma, but I detest those people, man. Because those are the gatekeepers.
Hold up, Resurrect.
Those are the gatekeepers.
He doesn't have a problem with you, but you have a problem with him. So, brother, I said, we're not really doing this for you to air out your disagreements.
He can't prove his point, so he's trying to say I'm not from America because his point is just so damn stupid.
Because his talking points are coming like straight from somebody who's
either not from here. What was the talking point?
We shouldn't have a group mentality. We shouldn't have a group.
You're right. And why shouldn't you?
You can't explain it. It doesn't make sense.
I did explain it. Why shouldn't you? What did I say?
It doesn't make sense.
What didn't make sense? Tell me. What did I say?
It doesn't make sense.
Exactly. You can't fucking prove it because you're changing the topic. You can't answer a simple question.
No, I can't. You said that we're not a. You said that we're not a. You said we're not a. No, wait a minute. You said we're not a monolith.
Okay.
And things are based on economics because the people on top. And I said that's terribly wrong. That's terribly errant because I gave you an example of what happened in Los Angeles. You had a group of people that's sitting on the
people at the bottom.
You had a group of people. You had a group of people on the city council of Los Angeles that were actively plotting, and somebody recorded their conversation of them plotting on a group of Black Americans living in Los Angeles, trying to box them out from getting funding and set asides like they were giving the Latin community.
Okay. I didn't hear this story.
It don't matter if you didn't hear it, but I'm telling you it happened. And the lady had to resign. So I'm not making nothing up.
But he's not.
Okay, cool. You're not making nothing up. I didn't say you were making nothing up. I said I've never heard of this story.
Yeah, resurrect.
Just gave you an example of why it's important for us to do it.
We got now. Hold up. We got to go back to our topic though. And that's fine. If that's all you have, or whoever you are, all you.
I think he's just really bad at proving his point.
The point is,
how was that bad? That was an example.
A black man. Hold up. No, a black man could never do. And we're men. All of us right now, 2026, we're men. Black man could never do what Nia Long did. Isn't that crazy? I'm saying when we think about it for a minute, a black man could never get away with what Nia Long did. You got Madonna. Black man couldn't do what Madonna's doing. Certainly couldn't do what Cher's doing. Black man just don't enjoy those types of freedoms. Now, is it the white community? No, it's the black community. Black community is going to police them. The black community is not going to let them.
Led by who?
They're not going to be a hero in the black community. Someone to look up to if they're living a free life. Like, hey man, you don't like it. I like young women, man. I'm an older guy. I like women. I like young women. You can't do that in the black community. You got to stay within your age.
Yep. But you do not have to conform to what the black community said.
You do. Look at Chile.
What about it? About Chile?
She got to conform to what the black community says.
Wait, what happened? Say that again.
Oh my God! So this dude dispels every example.
Okay, so what happened with Chile?
Chile's married to a zaddy. Chile ain't never even. Chile ain't never even looked at herself like black like that. She's just never looked at herself like that. Okay, now she's been messing around, flirting with MAGA, or flirting with Conservative Party. Probably her boo. Probably he a conservative.
Okay.
She got caught. Now she's been backpedaling, talking about she liked Michelle Obama. She liked the Obamas. She didn't give this. She didn't do this. And they keep finding it more and more likes and stuff. I mean, I didn't do. So I'm saying and they had to cancel the reunion, Salt and Pepper, TLC, Invoke. They canceled that. So she's paying for that. In essence, she's off the list.
Okay, so there's a bunch of
they get paid when they go to Essence, when they go to these places. That's a paid gig. They lost all of that.
So you think she's getting canceled?
So the black community has more power than you think. That's what I'm saying. You saying they don't. I'm telling you, they would never let the same interview that Nia Long just did, they would never let a black man do an interview like that. His ass would be run up out of here. How dare you talk about
I don't think no, they probably wouldn't. They probably wouldn't care that much.
You
but
talking about you want to sleep with young women? How
they'll
dare
be
you?
all right. Just like we'd be all right. We hear her talking about it, we'd be all right. So my thing is like I think you're trying to like paint this overarching narrative like umbrella to where you think that black men just care enough what the black community thinks. There's some that do, but there's a lot that don't. So I think you use the Chili example to say that she got
They don't
canceled,
matter,
but I would argue that has more to do with her political
ones,
views.
The ones that don't matter because they're not in it. I said if you're in it.
What do you have to do to be in the black community? You got to sign a petition or something? Like, what do you have to do to be in the black community?
Ask TLC.
If you don't know, then how can you make a criteria saying they're not in the black community?
You asking me, ask TLC. They're the one.
Why would I have to ask them? You said they're not in the black community. What criteria are we going off of?
I saw a comment. They said, okay, we can have a reunion, but only T-bars. I said, damn. So women, Chili can't come. They said, we already was our left eye, so we'll listen.
There's only two.
We'll take T-bars only.
Man, this man plat over here.
Well, I tell you what it means to be in the community. The community.
I don't need to hear from you.
I don't give a damn what you need to hear from.
Yeah, you don't give a damn.
The community.
So disingenuous.
Hold on. Yes, they're saying you just an agent coming up here to interrupt. That's what they're saying in the chat.
That man said, I don't give a damn and kept talking. Man, nobody give a damn what you say, man.
You just trying to interrupt us?
No. I was saying what.
Hold on. We trying to learn from each other, brother. You being mad, disrespectful, you interrupting, calling people names.
You be all right.
You see that? You see what I'm saying?
They call me names all day up here, man.
Exactly. He be like, he over there chilling. He over there chilling. He over there chilling right now.
Go ahead, Resurrect.
Okay, so what I think the community is defined as is mainly defined by our social and cultural norms that our women set up. You know what I'm saying? The things that we tend to like are usually some things that, you know, women kind of set the tone for in the black
y'all
community.
don't have
Would
no
you agree
backbone.
or not agree with that, Plat?
The women. Yeah,
I said the women set the tone for what the cultural norms and the standards are for the most part in the black community. Would you agree or disagree?
I agree with you on that. And I would ask you this. Would you say that we were held, black men, not black women, were policed for their penises, right? They couldn't be aroused by a white woman. They certainly couldn't sleep with a white woman. Interracial sex was illegal, and you know, you couldn't oogle one. That was a beating. And for the most part, you, other than pick cotton or pick his weed or do his labor, you really serve no other purpose. So you were a eunuch by default. So you couldn't be like, okay.
Always slave.
Yo, Resurrect, you dated a lot of beautiful women in your past, right?
Hold up. What do you want to do? You got the weekend off, sharecropper bill. Well, I'm gonna go fishing, and I might go hunting, deer hunting, and then after that, what? I'll cut it up. The white man, what you gonna do this weekend, man? I got about 10 chicks I'm gonna smash. That's how he lives. You see the lives of the two different men. Man, he wasn't allowed to smash. Period. He had to go fulfill his time with fishing and hunting. Right. And stuff of that nature. The white man, he could be a young man, he could be a frat kid, and he's going through he's going through a transition from boy to man, and he can smash because that's his life, and that's what the country wanted. And now, would you say where the state backed up, like, you know, okay, we're getting away from integration rules and it's okay for all of us and all. Where the state backed up, would you say black women inserted themselves over black men with these unwritten rules that a black man can't do this, he can't do that, he can't do this, he can't live the life of a white man. You can't do it because you black. You can't date these younger women because you black. So would you say that? Do you disagree or agree, Resurrect?
Well, I think those rules weren't inserted by her. I think, you know, Zaddy,
She enforced
and
them.
she just
This
enforced
whole
because
premise debunked.
remember they gave her power even over those courts at that time. So she
This whole premise
remember,
gets
Platt,
debunked the
when
moment.
when you would get out of line with her, who was she called to come put you in check? And it's kind of still what they do now. When you get into it with them, they'll
That
call
is
the
a fact.
police. Back then, they used to
That's a
call
fact, bro.
the man.
First thing they do, first thing they do is they call police, even when they're
Yeah,
wrong.
Put them
and
But
folks
they
in
see,
your life.
they do it
the
all the
thing
time.
about
They've been
it,
Put them
trained.
folks in your
It's
life.
like embedded in their But what I'm saying is, I think that they were given power, and we were never supposed to do that. Like you said, we were just supposed to be beast of burden from everybody.
Yep.
Be
I
docile.
suppose they want
No
me,
backbone.
boy, they want me to pick 2 acres of cotton and then go and sleep outside the cabin because it's women in the cabin. You know what they say? Platinum, go sleep with the goats and the horses. And big old,
man.
hold up. I got to smell. You know how that smells? And then I get up and then they say, I need you to pick some more cotton. And then I look around and I say, wait a minute, master. Yeah. Are those women? How you know what a woman is, boy? Who told you that? He pull out his whip. Who told you what a woman is? Cephas. Cephas told you that. Cephas told me that, master. Cephas told me they different than us, master. Cephas told you that. He said, I got something for Cephas. Get your ass out there and pick my kite. And he going to whip the fucking stew out of Cephas. What's wrong with you? You tell that boy there's a difference between a man and he don't need to know that. And that's how and I look at this now, man. I'm looking at Nia Long. I said, look how a black woman, a sister, can put her feet up in Playboy and brag about she's living her best life. She got money. She's letting these young dudes come in and blow out her back. She making money. She's just doing the things she want to do. And I said a black man couldn't do that. I said they won't let us do that. We can't portray that image. We
Look how
Black men do it all the time.
look how they demonize.
We
They
just
demonize her coach.
we just saw that with Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan is dating no one. Michael B. Jordan is quote unquote a de facto or pseudo. How about that pseudo eunuchs?
What do you mean? What do you mean a pseudo unit? What does that mean? What is a de facto?
His privates, he can't use them.
I don't even know what any of this means. Like if the goalposts are slipping so rapidly.
You just keep interrupting. You know what? You just keep interrupting, brother. Michael B. Jordan is a pseudo eunuch. What was a eunuch? They took a eunuch and they cut off his privates, and then they put after he healed, they stuck him in front of the concubines. They let him take care of the concubines. He was a male. He protected them. Also, he was allowed to talk to them. He could socialize, but he was a eunuch. He couldn't have sex with them because he didn't have the parts to do it. They talked about the eunuchs. They talked about the life of a eunuch, how terrible it was. How terrible. They said them men, they were able to urinate, but it was via like a hole. But they said the king trusted them because they were impossible for them to sleep with him. But he wanted them because they were men to protect the women. And he said he would have 3 or 4 eunuchs. Now he said the option with becoming a eunuch was this. I'll make you a eunuch. You can protect my concubines. Oh, you don't want that? I'll just take your life. He said the men that had no choice. The men who wanted to live, some men died, but some men said okay, and he made them eunuchs. And if you look at Michael B. Jordan right now, 3 months ago, whenever he's on his stage, he ain't got no woman. He's a eunuch. I said that's the black community.
I just don't understand what most of this really have to do with the dating women that's younger. I mean, he's done that.
Eunuchs. Michael B. Jordan's a eunuch, and that's why they accept him in. He couldn't get up there and brag about him busting them down and doing because he's a black man. That don't work for black men. Yeah. That's unacceptable for a black man to publicly say things like that. He's got to play the role.
Even with black
Yo,
men,
yo,
y'all be
what's your
hating.
name? Tabor. You date a lot of beautiful women in your past.
They decent. I mean, what's beautiful?
Yeah, okay. I mean,
Your
you make good money
beautiful
and
or my
everything. You
beautiful?
said right.
Is
You
it
make good
my
money and
beautiful or your?
everything.
You say what?
I mean, if it's beautiful to you, I mean,
Okay, so make your point, big dog. Where we
yeah,
going?
okay. So you make you some good money and whatnot. You got you a good career.
You asking me?
Yeah.
I'm a truck driver, bro. Everybody know that.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay, yeah, you did say you would take her out. Okay. You said you dated beautiful. I don't believe you. I don't believe you dated.
And
You know,
that's
beautiful.
fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Hmm.
This dude the
And you the same.
contrarian.
Now
He a
Wasn't you just
contrarian.
up here?
Garrett.
Wasn't you
Yeah.
just up here talking about
I'm
not
Yeah,
dealing with women
yeah,
yesterday?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
see,
Bro,
but
yeah, bro.
Incel
I'm
You
contrarian.
glad.
ain't got no backbone, bro. Just
I'm
fall
glad you
back,
feel.
bro.
So Tabor, you saying you don't respect what I say?
No, I don't like you at all. Let's start
Okay,
there.
cool,
So,
cool.
as far as
I'm glad
respecting
you
what
said
you
that.
say, you said
I'm
what
glad
you
you said
said
that.
yesterday. Just like you said what you said about what's his name. I'm pretty sure you was up here when it came to Floyd. Bro, you was just up here talking about how you don't date women and you don't like this and don't like that. Well, go get you a dude, homie.
Oh
You up
man.
here
Okay.
talking about other
I'm glad.
dudes.
I'm
Oh
glad
no,
you feel
he
that
got a
way. I'm
dog.
glad you
Yeah.
feel that way,
It ain't a
Tabor.
He got
feeling.
women
It's a
Because
dogs.
fact. It's not a
because
feeling.
because he just made my point. He just made my point.
He
If a
just
dude
made
got
my
his own,
point.
if a dude got his own, he making his own money, he dating women. What the fuck would he care about the black community thinks?
A lot of
And like
people
I don't
do it.
care about what
We
you
gotta
think.
watch
You mean
our
like that?
potty mouth, brother.
Sorry. Why
Okay.
the
Yeah.
heck would he care
A
about
lot
what
of
the black
black
community thinks?
they do. A lot of black people do. A lot, man, you know what? Are you in the black community like that, Garris?
He's
I
not. I
mean,
told you.
I live
I
in a black
told you this.
neighborhood, so I
He is
mean,
not.
That
I
don't
Garris,
mean he
told you.
black.
Garris,
I
All
don't
Garris,
know what
kinfolk
you
ain't
I
if
I
I'm,
kinfolk.
don't know
told
if
you.
what
I'm, hold
team
on, hold on,
necessarily is
Garris,
because you
He's
have
not from America.
if I'm 42 years old and say
okay
my job, right? I travel a lot. That means I'm always picking up a rental. So I
you must
always
have picked
pick
up
up
resurrection in the country then.
whatever city I'm coming from. I travel a lot. I'm always picking up a rental. So when I go to pick up my rental locally, right? Because I travel a lot, there's a particular woman and that says she's 19. I'm 42. I'm telling you, I know the black community. If I start flirting, if she's acting, I start flirting with her. When I go to pick up my rental, it might take 4 times, but the fourth time when I go pick my rental up, all of a sudden they're gonna tell her to get off the desk. It's gonna be an older woman up there, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, yeah, Mrs. Tom, we see you doing a great job. I gotta ask you a question though." You say, "Okay, what's going on with the desk clerk? Like every time you come up here, we see you on camera. What are you trying to do? I mean, she tells me she keep talking to her about you want her to call you. What's going on? Yeah, they're gonna. I'm telling you. Now, hold up. Did he do anything illegal? Nope. But according to the rules of the black community, he violated. They're gonna call him out for that. They're gonna
They don't
call
want you
just like
happy,
Gucci
bro.
Mane. Just like Gucci Mane getting is Gucci Mane not getting called out?
He got called out for totally
Hold
different
on,
reasons.
hold on.
Nah, y'all
Is
It's a
act like
Gucci
that man
standard.
Mane
can't grow.
It's a
Y'all
standard
act
is
that
like
the
he
black
can't
Gucci
grow.
Getting called out
Mane
Come on now.
for
wait a
is
minute.
supposedly
It's a
Gucci
snitching.
standard.
Mane
It's
not
a standard
being
of the
called
community,
out?
bro.
The question is Gucci Mane not being called out? Yes or no? Is he
He's
being
getting
called out?
called out, yeah.
Okay, so that's a yes. So that tells you right there, black community has its own rules. We got to
Gucci
stop.
man like 50 years old, bro. Like when do we get to stop being
Yes,
ashamed?
well, what? Yeah,
What are you
but like,
talking about?
the Platt is under this assumption that every black man in the position of power cares what the black community thinks. That's the problem.
Most of them do.
Most of them, okay, most of them would still disprove your argument because you said no black man could do it.
Most
Even if
of
there's
them.
a 1% chance, that still would disprove your argument.
Tell me who can pull that off.
I just said Shaq. I just said Shaq did it. The
I
girl
bet
that
you
Eddie
won't.
Murphy is
I bet
dating
you
right now
won't.
is 17
Oh,
years
oh,
younger
oh.
than him.
I bet you Shaq won't do it. I bet you Shaq won't go on Playboy and take
That's a
all.
very specific scenario, dude. Probably he's like if it's not in his realm of getting on Playboy, he's not going to
I
do it.
just asked you, could a black man do what Nia Long's doing? You said
You're
Shaq
saying
could.
dating
You
younger.
said you said Shaq could. I said I bet you he wouldn't. And now you're changing.
Okay. Because that's
Can
a
I get?
very specific. Originally, you said that a black man is not going to be dating younger women because of the black community. I mean, you just gave the example that you was a.
Black men do try to date young women. They better keep it on the down low, though. They better
You
keep
gotta
that
be
shit out of the.
quiet about it,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
You gotta be
because
quiet.
believe me, you can play with that all you want to. If it's known, they're gonna kill your name. They're gonna salt you up. They're gonna
Shaq
call.
publicly
Hold
did.
up, hold up, hold up. They're gonna call you a pervert. They're gonna call. They're gonna use sexual deviant terminology to describe you, even though you're not that. You're
Yep.
not a sexual deviant, but because you're dating a younger woman than you, they're gonna put that shit on you. And I'm getting tired of
And
arguing with
black
you,
men gonna
man.
shame you too.
Platt, they did that to Marcus Houston.
Yeah, no,
They
and
just
I'm getting tired of
Yeah,
arguing with this dude
facts.
like they don't
Facts.
do it. Yeah, he's sitting there arguing with a male
Facts.
feminist.
Marcus Houston
Yes,
married a girl that was 20 years younger,
I'm
and they
starting to
said he
think
was
you're
a
a
predator.
male feminist.
Like you always starting to think something. Like you always
I'm
come to a.
starting to think you're a male feminist. Go ahead, Resurrect.
I just said Marcus Houston married this
18
woman
year
that was
old.
20 years younger, and they said he was
She was
he was
18.
he was a predator.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
hold
that
on.
happens.
Can
That
you
happens with every
let
racial
him
woman.
go? Go ahead, uninterrupted, Resurrect.
I'm
Help
just
us
saying.
out. Fill me in
the
on that. What happened with Marcus Houston did
Marcus
what?
Houston, he married a girl that he had been going to church with. He knew the young lady. When
Okay.
she came of age, I think he married her at like 19 or 20, and the people were upset. They said, "Oh, he had been profiling her ever since she was a kid."
Grooming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
grooming. But I didn't
Yeah.
want to say, but yeah, that's basically what they were saying.
That's
They
crazy.
demonized this man. He made a righteous woman out of this young lady, but yeah, he was still demonized in the community.
Ain't that something? Right. And even to this day, right? That's affected his shows, his money, right?
That's right.
Yep. I saw that. I saw that a lot of women, a lot of people protested. They didn't want him to come to their town and do the shows. I was like, damn, bro. I said, no. When I saw it, I said, well, but he did, they're legal and they're grown. And she's even did her own interview about it. And they still had a problem with it. They still had a problem with it. They said he should not be dating no young woman. And now we got Nia Long, who's older than him, bragging on dating young men, and all of the women, they got no problem with it.
Platt, what about the girl that just had the baby with the Houston Rockets player? She's a pass around, but real attractive in her 40s. You know what I'm talking about?
Little baby, she got a baby with Little Baby.
She had a baby with the Houston Rockets guy, the
Yeah, I know
kid
you're talking about.
Green, Jalen Green.
Oh, you talking about
you talking about Drea?
Drea.
Hey, listen,
Another
Drea
example.
back in
She don't ever get. She don't
I
ever
ain't never
get
heard nobody criticize. Even
Never.
I've never heard even them old what's them basketball wives. Yeah, them basketball wives. I ain't never heard them criticize her. If anything, they say, thank you, girl. Do your thing.
girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
She gets applauded for that.
Yeah, like because they're literally criticizing Tobey Maguire right now for dating somebody who's 20. It happens of every single culture if you're in America. Because it's not
every culture, bro. It's not every
yeah.
culture, bro.
In America, yeah, it is.
Bro, Hugh Hefner is a prime example. He ran Playboy with 18-year-old Snow
Yeah,
Bunny. What
he
are you
was
talking
criticized
about?
for years. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like
he
that.
was a millionaire, bro, and they
Yeah,
still bought
when
the
you're
book,
rich,
bro.
you can get away with doing stuff that's taboo. Who would have thought?
Are you sure?
You can do it
Yeah.
anywhere, bro.
Are you sure about that, Garris?
I am definitely sure Epstein Island didn't prove it to you.
Well, where's R. Kelly and Sean Combs?
Hold up, Resurrect. Hold up. So, if you're rich, you can get away with things. Yes,
you can get away with a lot of things, very much so.
Okay, well, why is Bill Cosby? Again, he's already been in jail. Now they said he was guilty. He's got to pay $75 million to this woman. Why?
1972. From 1972.
He's rich. Hold up. He's rich. Bill Cosby's rich.
Right.
I'm listening.
But color
you
don't
said
matter.
Why is he under arrest?
No, why is he's been found guilty in some type of criminal. They said the prosecution time or whatever, it expired that. So, but she sued him. And also suing someone is different than a criminal charge. They found him guilty. Now you say Bill Cosby's mega rich. He also he's went to jail. Name the last person that's worth the amount of money Bill Cosby makes who went to jail. He went to jail. Bill Cosby was
Harvey
in prison.
Weinstein.
He didn't. Weinstein don't have more money than Cosby.
Yeah. At one point he did.
No, he don't. And also, did Weinstein go to jail?
He did. He went to prison.
Okay. Harvey Weinstein. Okay.
Yeah, but it's
If you
more
say so.
Weinsteins than Diddy's.
Okay, you got one example. I got three. I got Weinstein. You got Weinstein. I got Combs. I got Kelly. I got Cosby. Name some more. From them.
You need more. Okay, fine.
Name some more.
You got what's the name? Danny Masterson. You got Noel Clark. Michael Ward. I think Harvey Weinstein's brother was about to get convicted before he, deleted himself. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Roman Polanski
No, he
was
got to go
also.
to France. He's in
Yeah,
France.
so like,
But he
I mean,
didn't get
he's still.
no
I mean,
kind
you
of-
said white. You didn't specify. I mean, these
Roman
people are known. These people are celebrities in America for the most part. Like that's what they're
But
mostly
it ain't
known.
that many. It ain't
Roman-
that many
So-
rich
Yeah,
black people, bro.
Roman Polanski was found guilty, I think, in the 70s.
Yep.
Roman Polanski has never served a day of that sentence. It's 2026. Bill Cosby has already been to jail. He's out now. He just got sued, civil suit. They gave that woman $75 million, and it's all fucking he versus he say. It's all he say. It's all whatever someone else says. It ain't got nothing to do with what happened. We don't know what happened.
And it's from 1972.
Yeah,
1972.
He's making it a big deal. Like black people black people can't do what white people do. Don't you get it? Why you keep arguing with me?
That's why you.
Yeah, you bugged out, Tabor. You
Yeah,
bugging out.
if it has holes, then I'm going to argue with it. If it's not, if it's not like conducive like the argument, then it's not.
We shouldn't have a code though. We shouldn't have a code. We need to be.
We shouldn't have a code.
We should be individualistic though.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should.
We're faced with
to a certain extent.
Like this.
To a certain extent, yeah.
No, bro. You need people backing you at times.
Yeah, you need people, but that doesn't mean you have to be a hive mind and think that everybody who's done wrong represents you badly, or take responsibility for those people who've done badly.
We don't take responsibility, but it is our responsibility to make sure that people get, policed almost in a way.
That would be your opinion.
Bro, listen, bro. Nah, bro. I gotta push back on that, bro. Bro, you can't even police your own neighborhood. So how you trying to police people?
Something terrible, even getting somebody mental health, because we know that sometimes environment and heredity can cause people to act in certain ways.
Man.
We get hold up. A lot of times, Resurrect, you said mental health. We get under medicated. A lot of times we get over medicated. Also, the side effects. The family, black family, they don't know how to deal with the side effects. And then I can look at the news tonight. It'll be they ran up. They say like family called because some cousin or some nephew, the mama tried to go up and he wouldn't let her bring a vacuum cleaner up, and she said, "I gotta vacuum the house." And he like, "No," and he started throwing stuff. She called the police. The police, who don't have the training, go up with guns drawn.
And
when they go to try to go in, he throws a pillow and he gets shot 15 times. And then it turns out his medication wasn't the appropriate amount. He was under medicated. So he was suffering from his whatever problems. This happens to blacks all the time. All the time. I can't believe that. Garris, I can't believe you, man.
Have you ever
funny.
heard of two philosophers, one named Blatchford, one named Eagleman? Both of them dudes are like determinists, and they know for a fact that like just because of brain problems in the brain, like a person had. You remember a guy named Charles Whitman that did a shooting in Texas back in the late 60s? They found that he had a tumor that was pressing on his amygdala. he was telling them that he was having all these crazy thoughts, and he thought that he had some kind of problem going on with his brain because the dude was high IQ. When they did an autopsy, they found that he had a tumor that was present on his amygdala. A lot of people be having problems in their brain that causes them to do stuff.
Mhm.
And
Vision,
these people know.
voices, visions, and voices. A lot of black people have that, but
Yeah.
Vicious
because
voices.
Well, that's
Are they
that's
edge?
probably
I'm glad you did that. Hold up, and you
that's
go
probably
ahead, laugh
schizophrenia.
again, Garris.
That is funny. That's very funny.
Schizophrenia is funny.
Are they
Hold
are
on.
they edge?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Resurrect. Yeah, he said schizophrenia. Just think about that. We're black. We're black adults. We're black men. And listen to what you just said about somebody with a mental illness. That's goofy, giggly to you.
You would make fun of all the time.
No.
That's goofy, giggly to you, brother.
You make fun of it all the time, Platt.
So a person with a black man with an undiagnosed mental condition, you think it's goofy, giggly time.
Yes.
Why?
There you go.
I mean, what? Like, don't you?
Hold on. Let me ask Tabor.
He might be in a area where he can't get
Getting
a
his
signal.
gas.
He might be in when you be in a
Okay,
truck,
we'll
you
get
be in
him when
those
he comes
dead
back. We'll get him when
zones.
he comes back. We'll get him when he comes back.
What's going on, bro?
Tabor, would you like to be on the road with a man with an undiagnosed mental conditions? He sees things and he hears things. And he's sitting behind
Man, bro, listen.
18-wheeler that's filled with all of that weight in that trailer. He's sitting and he's on the road with you. Would you want that?
Absolutely not. It's why I don't do teams, bro. When I first started, I went to CRST. The same week I was there, they found a dude. He killed his teammate and was in the truck with him for 3 weeks.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, that's insane.
Undiagnosed mental conditions.
Quit that day. I went home. I go,
Quit. They let him
this
quit.
ain't happening. No, sir.
I would have quit.
Man, no, I went home. I quit.
Boy, if they
I'm not
found
teaming
my
up with nobody, bro. I've never
if they
did
found
teams. I'm never doing teams for that reason.
if they found my co-driver, I would have quit.
Oh, you laughing, Platt? You laughing about a mental illness? You all right, Platt?
I would have quit that day too.
Okay. You see,
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We see pretty giggly,
Cause being in the truck, bro, is like a jail cell already. So you don't know what people going through, man. People be tripping, and you'll find out too late, and it'll cost you your life.
I think they would have said, "Well, if you say you quit, that nigga would say, hold up for a minute." You said, I quit.
You laughing at a man with mental illness, Platt? You doing the same thing I'm doing.
You said I quit. They're like, no, sir, we don't need you to leave right now. What you talking about? Just send me my last check. I quit. They said, no, hold on.
Bro, I was on the bus the next day, bro. I'm telling you. I went home, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, we messed up, man. We do each other. And a black man couldn't get away with what Nia Long is doing. Now, a black man couldn't do it. Nia Long all in the Playboy with her leg out, showing leg. I haven't heard she did anything, provocative. But she's still showing body. Nia Long out here dating young dudes, getting throttled out. No criticism. If a man try to do that, he's an animal.
They do it all the time. I mean, but in reality, I kind of wanted to dispel the myth because, so all these women up here are dating somebody younger than them.
Oh yeah, all of those on the list. Yeah, hell yeah.
I kind of want to dispel something because obviously, if you black and you grew up around your uncles, your dad or your brother, stuff like that, they kind of spread this myth where they be saying the older woman be checking for them. I think a lot of these relationships are rare. Most of the time, women when they want to date somebody, they usually their age or older. So props to Nia Long. She getting Stella got a groove back type shit. But I'm not I don't. I think most of these relationships are rare. I think most women ain't dating younger dudes like that. Like especially a celebrity woman, because a lot of women that make a lot of money, make a lot of money only want to date guys on that within their tax bracket and also like the same age as them. So they rare. Like she's kind of rare. Props to her
Yeah,
though. She's
those
kind of.
dudes don't take them seriously though. And we know that.
What you talking about? What dudes?
The dudes that the older women that the dudes the women that be having money and they're older and the dudes that they want, they don't be taking the older women seriously like that.
Yeah, I mean
That's
I
why they
agree.
can't ever find no dude.
Yeah, I agree, but I mean, well, it's mostly their standards
Hey,
too. They
I
don't
got a question.
be bored out for me.
I mean, nobody wants to deal with a 50-year-old. Nobody want to deal with a 50-year-old headache, bro. Nobody wants that. Hey, the dude from Florida, bro. I got a question. You still here?
I'm still here.
Hey, so when you get right and go, I guess overseas or whatever. How old do you want your woman to be?
I ain't never went overseas a day in my life, cuz.
You what?
I ain't never go overseas a day in my life, cuz.
Okay, so well, you're the same dude that was talking about the New York chicks yesterday, right?
Yeah, I said I like New York chicks. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So how old do you want her to be?
preferably around my age.
What's your age?
I'm 29.
Okay. So if you get when do you plan on getting around this woman? When you 35? Like
When I'm
what's gonna
30.
be your age for you to start settling down?
What do you mean stepping down?
Uh, so the reason why I'm asking you, bro, is like what age are you going to go date when it's time for you to go and deal with women?
Mm, Who says I don't date now?
I mean, based on what you were saying yesterday, you was talking about how you don't date like that.
That's not what I said. I mean, I don't think you were listening.
You said you lived in a tree, bro. You ain't fuck with bitches.
Yeah, Platt, you said you live in space, so.
You said that though. Now you gonna bring
No,
me
actually, that was you, Platt. You said that.
no. Now you bring. You know what? Y'all do this all the time. Y'all,
All the time.
no. You say something stupid, and then try to drag me in the middle of it. I didn't say that.
it was your idea, Platt.
You said you live in a tree.
That's what you said.
Hey,
You know
That's
what?
exactly
You're
what you
right.
said.
You know
You said
what?
that yesterday and you said that today.
If you ain't got no woman, you might as well live in a tree, brother.
And yeah, you might as well. So why you ain't living in a tree, Platt?
bro, you was talking about not dealing with women yesterday, bro.
That was actually Platt. He was talking about how certain dudes just want to be over and alone, and he don't think that's right.
Bro, you said you don't want to date no girl from Florida,
I didn't say that, dude. What are you listening to, dude? Like
You
bro.
did say that.
you
You
listening
did
too
say
hard
that.
to like
No, no,
Bro,
no.
it
You
was
did.
listen.
just you from Florida,
Yeah,
bro. I remember the
you did
conversation,
say
bro.
that because
That don't mean you got
what
the
we
combo
talking
right.
about.
I'm glad you remember I'm from Florida, even though I.
Hold on. You did say that because I was the main person who complained because I've been to Florida. Florida's a state, not Miami. Miami's a city, but I've been to Florida and I've seen the women in Florida. Now I don't want to go to Miami. You can have Miami, but Florida got the most beautiful women in America. He said he didn't like that. He wanted to go to New York.
To New York, which made no sense. Which is the same type of chick, but they got a raspy voice. But you don't like rap, bro. Y'all be all over the place, bro.
Yeah,
Y'all niggas don't even stand on what y'all be
Y'all,
saying.
y'all can't lie this easily, bro. Y'all and like I'm
Bro,
gonna be
nobody's
honest,
lying.
mama
The
with
stream is
y'all. Y'all
up
gonna end up getting a
online.
lump
What
on
are you
your
talking
tongue.
about?
Y'all gonna end up getting a lump on your tongue, bro. Like I'm telling y'all, you can't lie this easily, bro. Do I have to play the meme of the dude sitting on
Bro,
this like?
nobody gotta lie, bro. You the only
Except
person up here
you,
from Florida, bro. How many people
except
was from
you.
Florida yesterday?
I'm glad you remember I'm from Florida, even though I just mentioned that like an hour ago. I'm glad you
It,
remember that. That
you
still
was
don't
up
mean you
here
didn't get
yesterday, bro. You
the same.
ain't everybody got your voice, bro. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
that's cool. You
That's
remember my
why I
joke.
asked.
That don't mean you remember what I was talking about.
Okay, bro. I hear you, bro.
Yeah.
I hear you, dog.
So I mean, I would clarify, but I think y'all just. I mean, y'all
Ain't
got
ain't
a
about
agenda
well then
push.
clarify if it wasn't you. Clearly, it'd
No,
be
I
six,
will
seven
not.
people on here.
No, we're
Then
not. Because I'm
don't,
gonna
then
get
bro. Then
into
don't. You don't date
it.
women. I
I'm
heard
not
you
gonna.
yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You don't date women
Don't worry
either.
about it. You don't date women. Don't
You,
worry about it.
you
Don't
down
worry
with the
about it.
brotherhood. You
Yeah,
down with
yeah.
the
You the
brotherhood.
one. You the one that rather be in a
Yeah.
man cave with other
Yeah.
dudes, bro. I
You the
hear
one
you
who
though.
made the man kid. What are you talking about? You the one who
I
sold
hear
it to
you,
me. You
bro.
down with the brotherhood.
It
That's
don't
why you
matter.
jumping in
It
front.
don't
You
matter. I
really
wasn't
can't.
It
talking
don't
about man
matter.
caves.
It
Hold
And
up.
don't
hanging with
matter. So
dudes
why
all
you
day.
claiming
That
I'm
was you,
doing it
bro.
Hold up. You
if it
really
don't
can't.
matter?
You really can't have a quote unquote man cave if you don't have a woman.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Platt.
No, you're not trying to tell me that. You
I,
cannot have
I am trying to
you.
tell you that.
No,
What
you're
you been
not.
listening to?
You cannot have a man cave. What's considered a man, bro? First of all, you the one talking about that stuff. You and no, yeah,
The dude from New York.
You and Nerdine, y'all was up here talking about man
Yeah.
cave. I
And
don't talk
heavy
about
on
no.
it.
I mean, you actually brought up the
You know
man
what,
cave.
bro? You know what, bro? Because I see what's going on with you.
Yeah.
I ain't never said
Yeah.
nothing about no
I
damn
told y'all,
man
bro.
cave. Hold up. I ain't never been nobody running around here
How
talking
about
about
that though?
I want to be in a enclosure minus women. I've never said that.
When I first joined the panel,
I've
the dude
never said
A
that.
man cave and you single, bro. That sound
you
asinine,
you
bro. That don't
Borgin,
even make sense.
you was Borgin,
I've
but
never said.
but
Hold on.
the
I've never said ever, ever that I want to be in an enclosure minus females. Now, you really
Mhm.
can't have a man cave if you're not with a woman. Now, if you with a woman, y'all together, maybe marriage, maybe not. Y'all just together. You can't have your own space, quote unquote, man cave. She knows about it. She says, okay, well, let me go get them. And she knows where you are. You're in there watching NASCAR. You're in there doing man things. She
Right.
goes, gets you, and then brings you out. Then you come where you're not in there. And then you do it. But if you don't have a woman, you can't have a man cave.
Why
Because
not?
Yeah, your house is the man
Yeah,
cave. What are you
why
talking
not?
about? We said it yesterday.
I mean, I agree with that,
Yeah,
Tabor,
y'all
but
that's just sound
at the
like
same time,
clowns,
like,
bro. Y'all just that's how you clown behavior,
okay,
bro. That
okay,
don't
so
even make sense.
you mostly
And you
agree with
stood
what
on it
we're doing.
yesterday, bro. It don't matter, bro. You ain't got it ain't about agreeing, bro. Like I
It
said
ain't about
yesterday, how
agreeing. So
you a
why are we
man
talking about it?
single
Why are we
with a
arguing about
man
it?
cave in your house? Your house is the man cave. Y'all be
Okay, so we
showing y'all
mostly
feelings, bro,
agree.
and y'all just you can listen to the live from yesterday. You said that.
Okay, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up.
Nobody got to lie on you, bro. You ain't got enough
Let's pull up the
going on
live.
to be lying on you, bro.
We heard you the first time. Let's pull it
What's
up.
what?
Let's pull up the live you
You
talking about.
it was
Pat, let's pull it up.
yesterday. You go pull it up.
Dude, we
What are you
heard
talking
you.
about?
We heard
You
you.
you go pull it
You
up
like
and find
repeating yourself?
the
All right, bro.
timestamp,
I'm gonna let you go.
bro.
I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. You the one talking about not dating women. You the one talking about you want to be like overseas or something like that. If that wasn't you, just say it wasn't you then. But other than that,
All
bro,
right,
y'all be on some clown stuff, bro. For real. Y'all don't even
I'm gonna
stand on
let you
what
go.
y'all say, bro.
I'm gonna
I
let
want
you
y'all
go.
be in
Go
y'all
ahead.
feelings, bro. Yeah, I've been
mm-hmm,
talking. You just keep cutting me off like a schoolgirl. That's all I be saying. But
mm.
you, but be up here and swear to God, man. We need to respect each other as men, and we need to let people talk. Man, I done heard you a few times, bro. I be up here all the time. I hear the way y'all talk, and then y'all get in y'all feelings when somebody say something. Like, come on, bro.
You hear that? Hold up.
All right. So, hey, Platt,
Technically,
pull up the live from yesterday.
It's like four
no.
hours long. You gotta find the timestamp.
They say
Just go
for-
to the last 30 minutes since you said that was right
I'm
before it
not even
happened.
gonna do that. I'm not even gonna do that.
Okay, so I guess we don't have the evidence.
Look,
Okay, so
Nia
No,
Long
you
only
have it. We have it.
I'm gonna let you go, bro.
Yeah,
Nia
be in your
Long
feelings, bro.
Nia Long proudly said
Go
to
ahead,
play
bro. You got the floor.
Nia Long said proudly to Playboy magazine that she still dates or she only dates young men. She says they got to keep their mouth closed, NDA, and she says one night stands. It's right there. Go look it up. It's right there in the interview. Nia Long did Playboy. She posed. There's a pictorial that's out. I've seen some of the photos. I don't know how much. Obviously, she can't even go all the way there because it's Playboy, and the internet has rules. But I looked around and I said, "Damn, Nia Long is upfront about how she dates young men." I know that's a taboo with black men. We have to be afraid to date young women, especially if we are accomplished and we just happen to be an older man. We know black women are not going to let us date young women. And then I looked around. I said, "Look at Drea Michelle. She's 41. Her man's 23. Mary J. Blige, she's 55. Her man was 25. Cher, Cher is 79. Her man's 39. Madonna's always dated young dudes. It's not even nothing to talk about. Her man right now is 29. She's 67.
Woo! Out here living, getting my back
Yeah.
blown out.
Tracy
Shorty living.
The women like that ain't that common though. Like I know a lot of dudes be thinking they is, but they not.
Tracy Ellis Ross is 53. She smashes dudes half her age. Little Kim smashes men. She's 51. She smashes men half her age. Nia Long is, I think, 51, 52. She's in Playboy. She's in Playboy, telling the world with confidence she sleeps with young men. Why is it when black men who are men, they were born men, they are men, when they portray themselves as having a interest in younger women, immediately those black men are called names, perverts, you're a weirdo, how dare you, what's wrong with you, you too old to date her. That's the black man's way. No one said that to Nia. No one. And that's crazy, man, how black men are still.
No one said this to Nia. No one.
That's crazy how black men are still policed in 2026. Go ahead, Tabor.
And then the dude that got up here not too long ago, he was talking about we need to be policing our area. I mean, be policing each other. And it's just like, bro, I said it to y'all when with the Florida situation. Like, bro, y'all don't even be policing the dudes in your own hood. Like, how you trying to police cats online? Like, start
I
your
hate
community first.
performative. Yeah.
What?
I hate them performative behind people that be like, we need to police this, need to do that. Man, what is this? Like, is this like are we part of the brotherhood or something like that? Like, not everybody trying to do that. Like, I think everybody just think that. I really can't stand certain people like that because they're those the same people that be like, this is the problem with the black community, won't lift a dime to like help a brother out, like that's in need. Like the same people that are saying like, oh, this is the problem with the black community. They don't be at the Salvation Army hand with a ladle in their hand, like giving out to the homeless. They don't be giving money to the homeless. They don't be donating their clothes. They don't donate to charity. They don't go to the churches to like donate to the building fund. They don't do any of that. They just performative as black performative people that try to virtue signal online for internet points. Like a lot of those people are just performative.
And let me add one place to that place, bro. The local community centers where they got little black boys that you possibly can go and give some information, gain to, or opportunity. You don't be out there helping them, but you want to tell men your age that you don't listen to when they got game for you what to do. Come on, bro. Y'all be tripping, bro. Y'all gotta pick a struggle, bro. Like for real, bro.
I don't be out there either, but you don't see me policing people on what they do. Like that's why I'm just like I'm trying to worry about what's good for me and my fam. Like if you ask me for advice, I'm just gonna give you the advice that I'm tailored to, right? I'm not gonna sit here and tell you how to live your life. I don't know. I haven't lived a long enough time to really tell you how to do that. And I don't think I have enough life experience to tell you how to properly go about certain situations. So I don't go by that code. So
yeah, and even within us as black men, bro, even if you had some real tangible game that you've been through personally, your homeboy needed some game and you giving it to him, he probably ain't gonna listen to you. Even though y'all been friends for years, he gonna act like what you saying ain't real. Like, bro, I've been your homeboy all this time. Why would I lie to you?
No, you're wrong. They're gonna act like you're wrong. You look at Cher.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean by freedom, right? We look at America, we talk about freedom. free to do what you want to do, free to live life. Now, you're governed by the rules, right? They do have established rules. Okay. Well, white America, they live according to those rules. They don't live according to some unwritten rules that's done to them. That's black America. And we even see, like I said, even with the slavery, we see the remnants of the slavery in the sense black men were always policed. They didn't have to police the women. They policed the black men. They said, you better not look at these white women. You better not be thirsty for these white women. And you certainly better not be getting aroused for these white women. And you only on that, you better not sleep with them. I don't give a damn if she beg you to do it. If she bake you a whole apple pie and beg you to come and sleep, you better not do it. We're going to take your life. Not hers, yours. So black men have always been policed. And we see that now with this situation where some black men have achieved, fame or whatever, fortune, and they're older men and they want to, and they like to spend that with younger women. We see black females and we see black feminists attacking those men, saying they're perverts because they're older than the women they date. And you don't see that being hanged on the white community. You never
That does happen, Platt.
No, you don't.
I just told Tobey Maguire.
I've never seen someone attack Leonardo.
Okay, just look up the people who are tweeting about Tobey Maguire. There's your proof. There you go.
Look at who?
Tobey Maguire, the guy who played Spider-Man. Okay. The guy who played Spider-Man. He's dating a 20-year-old right now. People are making fun of him right now, as we speak.
I hear you, man.
Yeah, man.
It happens in every community. So, but yeah, like honestly, I wish more women like Nia Long existed because I like the older women too. But a lot of them they don't be checking for dudes like in their 20s like that. They be like,
you got to satisfy.
Oh, yes, they do. You just ain't outside.
Yeah, I am outside too, dude. I do. I be outside.
You not in her spaces. Yeah. What are you talking about?
I mean, neither of us in her spaces. So I mean, what we really saying?
Yes, you got to satisfy her.
I mean, regardless of the age, you gotta.
No, that's bravado. You just up here yapping. You got to satisfy that woman.
How is that bravado? I was talking about how they wasn't checking for dudes.
You want to know what?
Bro, you just said she smashed a 26-year-old. So why you couldn't be the 26-year-old? There's a reason, bro.
I was talking about in general, not Nia Long. We already know she's doing it. I mean, that's why he's reporting on it.
I'm telling you that the reason you can't get women like her is because you have to satisfy those women. You getting in your feelings, right? You don't like it. That's how you get women like that. You better be able to please her. And I don't get this from niggas. What do you think? She just be with you just because?
She has to. That's the point.
Nah, bro.
If I'm getting in my feelings, she better deal with it.
I'm done, bro.
If I'm getting in my feelings, she better deal with it because, like, you don't
have to.
It doesn't work that way.
If you can't accept me at my worst, you can't accept me at my best. I'm saying, like, come on now. Like, what we talking about here? If you can't deal with me,
we explaining it to you, but you don't want to hear it. Y'all never want to hear it, bro.
If she can't deal with me at my worst, she can't deal with me at my best. Like if I overreact, you got sometimes you gotta
sound like a female, bro.
You gotta turn other,
bro.
Sound like a female.
You gotta turn other.
Like these women up here.
Yeah, hold up, brother. Hold up. Neil, pull up wherever you are, North Carolina, wherever you are. Neil, pull up Charlotte's, wherever. Right? You going through whatever you're going through, whatever wound up, boom, there go Nia. You and her talking. She like, she only gonna be in town for a couple of days. And are you coming to her book signing? You be like, I wasn't planning on. Oh, you gotta come. Come here. Let me give you my number. I can't believe you. How you gonna not come to my book signing? Come on. She give you her number, her private number.
Okay.
This to me. This just for me. Y'all see him? She tell all her guards, y'all see him? If he show up, y'all bring him up to the front. I want him to be right next to me. You say, all right, fuck it. Why not? You say, okay, I'm going to go through there. You park. You go in. You got the card. They drag you up. You start there. You sit back there. You sit to the back. You let her do a book signing. Then all of a sudden, she like, so I'm going to be out here in a couple of days, but you know, I really want to get to know you. You want to come and join me tonight? You say, okay, yeah, sure, why not? I got, you
All
go
right.
up. Right now you up with her, right?
Okay.
Y'all smash, y'all spend 3 days together. She's 55, you're in your 20s, right? Nothing you planned, right? She
Okay.
leaves. She leaves. What's the problem?
No problem here.
Well, why you
I'm
complaining? You've been up here complaining all last 3 hours, talking about you don't want
I'm
older
saying
men. You've been up here talking about you don't want older men to smash younger women, but it's okay if Nia
I'm
smashes
saying
younger
I'm saying
men.
she has to deal with my like personality. Like she has to like.
Remedial, bro.
Yeah, she don't have to deal with your personality though.
I mean, she can move on. Then I'll move to the next older
Of
woman.
course, but you the
Yeah,
one that want her age
yeah.
group.
I mean,
She
I
don't have
mean,
to
not
deal with
that
that.
bad.
And
Not
y'all
not
niggas be
not that
weird,
bad.
bro.
So I gotta police myself. I mean, she gotta. I mean, if I'm acting some type of way, she's just gonna have to. She gonna have to get in line. All right, all right. You don't want to deal with it. All right, I'm lining up the next one. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, but you acting like they knocking your door down though.
They
That's
are.
the problem. Bro, come on, bro.
They,
You just said they not around. They not doing that. You
I
got
said,
local women.
I mean, well, I'm talking about women in general. I was talking about the older women
The
specifically.
older
Usually,
women like cougars. You got older women in your area. You just don't know
I
how to get in
mean,
their space.
I date older women, but they're usually not 55. Like, I mean, we being honest. I mean, they're not that far as age gap. But
Yeah,
like the
what
older
kind
women,
of
like
older
40,
women? They got kids? Is they head together? Is they life together?
usually,
Like, are you dating those type of women? Or are you dating the hood older women? Come on, bro.
I dated the women that got their heads together. Obviously, I'm just not really that type of dude. But I'm saying like the older women, they gotta know how to deal with me. They gotta know how to deal with my
Nah, it
attitude.
don't work like that, bro. Like
Why
that's what I'm
not?
saying. That's
Why
why.
doesn't
That's bro. So would you rather be with an older woman or a younger woman? Your age, like Nia Long age, like 50-year old, or your age?
probably like my age?
Okay, so you trying to play with an older woman like a older woman trying to play with your young ass? Come
She
on, bro.
don't
What you talking
she
about?
don't know that. And then we playing with each other. I mean, what's the problem? I mean, like we going long term.
Bro, listen, you are the one that brought up that the women like her age don't really be outside. You saying you be outside. I'm telling
They,
you, you don't be in their rooms. But you
they be
telling me they
outside.
do.
They be outside, but they just don't be checking for a lot of dudes in like their 20s and like that. And that's cool.
They
Like
ain't
they don't
checking for
they can't really
you.
handle they can't really handle
They
the dudes in
checking
their
for
20s
dudes, bro. They
like
just
that. Like,
not checking for you, bro. They just not
nah,
checking for
not
you. And you
really,
gotta
not
deal with
really.
it. You
I
gotta deal
mean,
with it, bro.
not really. They check for certain types of dudes. Like usually,
That
if you're in a
ain't
tax
you.
bracket, if you're talking about in the tax bracket, like the dudes that are making like the high end money, stuff like that. Yeah, of course, a lot of yeah, date some 20-year-olds like that. Like, I mean, the dude she probably dating probably do some good things with his life. Maybe he a producer, something like that. He a radio DJ, something like that. But you gotta like really, really have it. Like you gotta have the
No,
money.
you
That's what it's
don't. You
on.
just
That's what
don't
we
have
have.
no. You have
No,
nothing about you that's exciting, bro.
you're not speaking on reality, cuz. Like that's not how it
No,
works.
you.
Like a lot of the times they looking for the dudes that are like special, like in the 20s. They got a lot of stuff going on for 'em. Like
Bro,
the
no,
ball
they
players,
don't,
obviously.
bro.
A lot of
No,
the
they
ball
don't.
players be dating like older women, so like that. Them are older reporters and stuff like that. Because
So,
that's, I
so
mean,
every
they not the average
every
dude.
woman, every woman that's older that you dealt with, you got something going on that make them want to deal with you.
No, but the woman like of that caliber, that's like
So
55
why they
and
don't mess with you no more?
the ones that are making that type of money and like over
So,
like a certain age, yeah, they usually ain't checking for dudes like around their 20s. They checking for like older dudes. Like that's just how they
bro,
roll.
No, hold,
they was
yeah, hold
just
on.
mentioning girls that. Go ahead, bro. This
No, hold
nigga.
on, hold on, boy. This how the game go.
Y'all niggas that be lying, bro.
I don't
Y'all
even know
niggas
why I'm
be
doing
lying.
this. I shouldn't even do this with him.
Why not me? What the hell I do?
Because
You gonna choose not to get it no matter what he says?
That's not true, man. I've understood everything you said. I took all the advice that you told me to, boy.
Why
Like,
would
don't
you? That
even.
don't even make sense.
I said I took all the advice that you told me.
And I said, why would you? That don't even make sense.
Why would I? I mean, you don't think you give good advice?
Nah, not at all.
Okay, well, I mean, well, I'll make sure to ignore it from now on. Thank you for telling
Yeah,
me.
keep that in mind. I be just
Hey,
I
talking.
will.
Kapoor. I
I
mean,
will.
Mary J. Blige still got it.
hold on. A woman But men need to come, and they really need to do this when they're young, around 15, 16. You got to understand, women don't go by what you go by. So, and they don't go by what other men go by. So, you could be
Mm-hmm.
considered a man within the man collective of your community. The guys you hang out with play basketball, football. Amongst those men, you may be considered a nerd, loser, failure, whatever. But it's not really what they think because it's what the women think. If the women say, "No, baby, you straight. I want to sleep with you," that's what matters. I'm saying from that small perspective, and you, Garris, you embody a lot of man criticism, and what Tabor and other men are trying to introduce to you is that yes, people are going to underestimate you, but you are underestimating yourself. And he
Corey
said,
had just proved my point in the comments. He just said that he shot his shot with Nia Long. She said you were too young. He kind of proved my point. Like a lot of them, they don't be checking for dudes like in their 20s,
"I
man.
don't even believe that comment that he put up."
Man, Corey had just he just spelled it out for us. He might be telling the truth.
See,
Corey,
that's what I'm saying,
Koran,
bro.
you talking about
Platt right
Koran.
now dropping gems, and you cut him off to say nothing, bro. You niggas don't listen.
There you go.
A man will be giving you game, and you just cannot shut up on here, bro.
I heard
Y'all
what he
just
said.
can't shut up. But whatever,
I
bro. I
heard
don't care, cause your situation ain't mine. But I hear you.
I
Don't go
heard
by
what he said.
don't go
I heard
by
what he
what
said, boy.
don't go by what men say. Go by what the women say, and be a man. You don't want women? Go get them. Don't
So
care.
you think it's a good idea to listen to women's advice about dating?
It depends on the woman. Some of them make sense,
Okay, so
Yeah,
which woman am I
some
listening
of them do
to?
make
but
sense.
Okay, which woman am I listening to?
It's not about the which one you gonna listen to. Listen, bro. When I was 16, my homegirl, we was close, bro. Never smashed, none of that. She told me a woman will look you in your face, tell you she love you, and be lying. I live by that, bro. I looked at that and put that in every woman in my life.
women do
And
that.
that
Okay,
you
Women,
said
so
what?
if
women,
we can go by that,
hold on. Women have the ability to quote unquote look at a guy or be with a guy and give the guy the impression that they are 100% locked, but they also had the ability to just forget about that guy like instantly.
Facts.
okay,
They
Facts.
could be with that guy talking about getting married, and then they could just meet another guy, and boom,
And
And
you're
they
they
out.
cheat while they're married.
they forgot about him. They just they you cool. They don't want nothing bad to happen to you, but no, they don't want to be with you no more.
Yeah, she
okay,
found a cooler person. They
okay.
do
So
that.
if we're going off what he just said about his homegirl, like a woman lied to your face, then should I really take what they say seriously? Because I'm kind of confused.
See, and it's subjective, bro. That's what I wanted to say. It's subjective. Every woman ain't gonna lie. It depends on what it is. It depends
Okay,
on the setting. For some,
okay.
Hmm.
So
you
like, so it is specific to which woman is giving the advice.
nah, bro, because you can meet a random woman and she can give you some good game. It's up to you to take it. And real, it's discernment, bro. It's discernment, bro. Some women will give you some good game. Your homegirl can tell you about her homegirl that like you, and she could be
Yeah,
telling you the truth.
hold on. We gonna go to Nuruddin. Hold on, Tabor. What would
Yeah.
you
They
what
got
would
peanut butter in the
what would you tell,
ear.
what would you tell a 21-year-old man who's been invited to Nia Long's house? What would you tell him?
Don't flirt with the dude. Flirt with the ones that's your
Man,
age.
Go ahead,
I would
Tabor.
I would tell him, fam, go there and have fun, bro. Play
Yeah,
your position, little homie. Get your
yeah.
And
weight
you
up
only
Flirt.
if you
live once.
can.
Yeah, flirt with the ones that are your age. Do your thing around
Nah,
them.
bro. See, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
leave
See,
me alone
you,
alone. Let it be in her.
bro,
Hold on, hold on,
you
hold on. You got to stop doing this, bro. I don't know why you keep deviating on the BS. If the man get invited, she 50 plus, and she invite him, he
Go there
wants
and have fun.
he should go.
I,
There
I'm giving him.
you
I'm
go.
giving
There
him
you go.
advice. What?
There you go,
I,
Nuruddin. There you go.
bro, bro,
There you
Go
go.
there
listen,
and have fun.
Yeah, why
bro,
not?
listen, bro,
Why
he
not?
just
Birds to the
asked me.
bees. Birds to the bees.
Platt just asked me, bro. Listen, bro, I'm telling the dude to go have fun. that older woman go put him up on game about women all day, and it's gonna be up to him to choose to listen. He
And
can
she
go
gonna
date women his age, but he can also get played by women his age.
and he gonna
Exactly.
and she gonna teach him.
Yo, she gonna put him on
Yo,
game.
I've been with women older than me. They, it's nothing. I mean, they do have a little bit more wisdom. But I mean, at the end of the day, if let's say Nia Long, let's say if I was like 23 or whatever, right, and
Hold
Nia
up,
Long invited me to her side,
Nuruddin. An older woman can teach.
exactly.
Are you willing to learn?
Yes,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you just said, I know an older woman can teach me. She might be an unattractive woman, but she
but
might
you're learning something.
she might lay back and let me know. She'd be like, okay, you need to go to the left hard, baby. Go hard the way you made. You got to scrape that left wall. I like when you do. She can teach you, brother.
I've heard what
Y'all
older
niggas
women say
play with
that.
that now. Y'all niggas sit around and play with that. That's why y'all niggas want to live in trees and y'all
Yeah,
mad.
bro, and trees and
Y'all,
go and do
yeah,
passport.
and y'all mad at the bitch.
Yeah,
Fuck that,
y'all
bro.
tripping, bro.
All right,
Y'all
let me
tripping.
ask. Let
Listen
me
and
ask.
learn. Listen and learn.
Let me ask. I'm gonna piggyback of what Platinum said. If Nia Long invited me to her book signing and uh she wanted me to come, yeah, I would go and
Now
I
you
would
talk.
go and have fun. That's all. If she wants to just go and have fun and all this other good stuff, go there and have fun. You only live once.
There you go.
You only live once. Now,
And
out of these women right here, Mary J. Blige, I would get if I had my choice or whatever. Mary J. Blige, Lil Kim, and Nia Long, and that's it.
Man, you know
You
what? I
know,
swear to God, Nuruddin,
yeah.
I think you can get all three. I really do. They not hard to get. I don't know why y'all.
If I'm showing up to the party,
No,
I'm not talking to Nia. I'm
if
talking to the
Lil
other one.
Kim invited me to her house or whatever,
Bro,
or her party or
I'm gonna be
whatever,
that. I'm
I
gonna be
would
hating on
go.
you, bro. I'm hating on you. You fucking
And
with
yeah,
Lil Kim, the weird looking bitch. Yeah, I'm hating on you, bro.
Or Mary J. Blige. Let's say Mary J. Blige, for
But
example. You
see,
still look
it's
good
not.
for her
I'm
age.
not a good person to ask about. I don't like Mary J. I never had.
yeah,
But
Mary
I'm just
J been
saying,
yeah,
just saying.
it goes back to
she's
what you
not
were
my type
saying.
right now. But
It
Yeah,
goes back to
like
what you were
if I'm
saying.
showing up to a party by Nia Long and she inviting me, I'm not really talking to her too much. I'm talking to the woman at my age.
oh,
Like
there
I'm
you
not really
go.
trying to.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
yeah. I'm
good
not trying to
for
like
you.
waste my time with the older woman. You know how they be moving.
Well, good,
So like,
well, good,
Who's
sir.
saying
Good
that?
for
Who's saying
you.
that? Is that the
You
Florida
over,
dude?
Yeah.
good for
yeah,
you. You over.
I'm going
Nia
after a
Long,
woman that's my
Nia
age.
Long
Older
asked
women,
me, and I'm
they don't be
gonna go.
checking. So yeah, they don't be
Is
checking
You
that
like
the
know,
that. They
Florida
like,
dude talking about the woman his age?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
yeah,
Come
That's the
on, bro.
nigga.
Yo,
The
your
boy.
conversation from the other
you
day
gotta
just
you
goes
gotta
against what you're
you
saying.
gotta go for the
The
you gotta
boy.
go for the women that are more likely to go for
The
you, and
boy.
the women
That's
that are
the
more likely to
nigga.
go for you is on
That's
your
the
age.
nigga that said he wanted
Even
to
if
play.
she's a little older,
You want to just play video games. He done with women.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
man
you should.
cave. Yeah, bro. Like
Yeah.
you ain't making sense, bro. That's what I'm saying. Y'all boys just y'all don't want to hear nothing.
What's wrong with
Y'all
a
got
man
y'all got
cave?
all the answers, bro. Hard
What's
headed
wrong with a
niggas.
man cave?
That's what you are. Y'all hard
I'm
heads.
bald. I mean, I'm not bald.
Hold on. Do you agree with us, Nuruddin? Nuruddin,
yeah.
you agree? You can't have a man cave until you have a woman. You agree with that?
You can have a
That's
man cave and still have women, but I mean,
No, no,
you're
no, no, no. Nuruddin,
Bruh.
now he don't
you
agree
can
with
have,
you, Black.
why not do
Nuruddin,
both?
you,
You can
you,
invite her there.
Nuruddin,
Sure.
you cannot have a man cave
Why not?
until you have a
Because
woman.
you're a single man and your whole apartment is your man cave, bro. What are you talking about?
No, what I'm saying is turn it into a man cave. That's what I'm saying.
That ain't
Have
gonna
all
work.
have all the man cave fixing or
No,
whatever. But
you
you
got
So
know,
That's
you
what I was
call your
trying to
apartment a
tell
man
him.
cave?
Nuruddin,
That's what I
Bro,
was
what
trying
are
to
we
tell him.
doing? Gee,
Nuruddin,
y'all niggas,
you
niggas
cannot
weird.
remove yourself from women till you have women. You gotta have women first.
Yeah, yeah,
what I'm
dig.
saying is what I'm
Y'all
saying
boys
is
cooked,
I'm
bro. Like
what
this.
I'm piggybacking off
You
piggybacking off of what
can't.
you said.
Nuruddin, you cannot have a man cave till you have a woman.
Why
Why
not?
not? Why not? Why not? Why not?
We
Thank you.
just told y'all
Why
3 different times, 3 different ways, and y'all not listening. It don't matter.
No. We want to hear Platt's reason. We heard your reasoning, Tabor.
You don't have a woman. Well, hey, you say a man cave. What's a man cave to get away from your woman, your wife, your kids? It's a place for you. It's a man cave. How
What
you
if?
gonna have
What
a
if?
That
man
doesn't
cave?
mean
Okay.
you can't bring them in there,
How are you gonna have a man cave? You don't have a woman.
but you could still bring them in there.
Exactly. Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, these boys want a treehouse. The He Man's Woman
What's wrong
Haters
with
Club. Like, y'all
what's
niggas
wrong with
is
a treehouse?
chicks.
But but
What's wrong with a treehouse?
what but what I'm saying is,
I see why women treat y'all the way they do, bro.
I mean, what's
I'll
wrong
be
with the way they
honest,
treat
bro.
us? We got a treehouse. They can come join us.
Because they already made you feel like, and this is the dude that we spoke to yesterday, right? They make y'all feel like y'all ain't enough, and you don't want to deal with them because they don't treat you the way you think you should be treated. But you ain't even really got no standards with it.
You were talking about the other dude. That was a dude who think women are objectifying him and stuff like that. He was saying that women are just going and they don't want your personality, stuff like that. That was the other guy. But
Okay.
ain't nothing wrong with a man cave. Like you don't have to have no women in your man cave. Like it's a man
Bro,
cave.
listen, bro. If you are and it was predicated on you being a single man. If you are a single man, bro, you can have figurines, swords, arcade game systems like the big ones in your house, pinball machines. It's your apartment. It's a man cave already, but you just
Right.
calling it a man cave. What Platt is telling you, you gotta have a woman to be getting away from to have it inside your house.
I bet this guy still ears hot pockets. How do you ear a hot pocket?
I got you.
Ears
Who
hot pocket?
No, I got
who talking about hot pockets, bro?
you. Yeah, don't worry about it.
The comment. The comment.
hey
No, we
Platt,
went. Go ahead, Nuruddin, because we wanted to talk about Nia Long and the man couldn't do
yeah,
what she did. Go ahead, Chris.
Nia Long still looks good for her age, though.
So you going?
Yeah,
She look good with makeup on.
why not?
She look good for makeup on. She don't look
But you
good for
like hold
her
on,
age.
Nuruddin, you might be too old for it though. She like young guys.
But if
Yeah,
I was young,
women like that
if I
is
was
rare, man.
young
You
and
gotta stay
she's her
clear.
age, she's her age, and she asked me to go with her, to her whatever, I'm going.
All
I'm
right
having.
then.
And the thing about y'all would tell me go and have fun. That's it. You only live once, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm going after the woman my age. I'm just gonna leave her by
No,
her. Yeah,
even if she's older than me, and y'all telling me, yo, it is what it is. Just go and have fun. Go. That's what I'm doing. Have fun.
Well, how come
right.
Nuruddin? How come she can date?
If all she wants to do is have fun with you, why not go?
But Nuruddin, how come she can date young men half her age, but society won't let you do it?
They don't. Yeah.
I don't understand why.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that's a double standard, but it is. You just
Mhm.
have to work around it.
It's America. It's a free country. You can do what you want. If you want to date a woman
Yeah,
who's 20,
some of you dudes, bro, like y'all not even cooked yet. Y'all just slow roasting, bro. You on the rotisserie, bro.
what does that even mean?
Hey,
Yeah,
What does
Ross.
that mean?
But
because
you
you don't understand. You don't want to understand when other men are telling you what it is. You don't know how to shut your mouth and actually take the analogies he's giving you, and he's trying to give it to you in 3, 4 ways, and they just still not working.
I was
The
listening. What
convers
do you mean?
the conversation is not about you dating women your age. The conversation is Nia Long dating dudes that ain't her age.
I mean, it did kind of like go into that conversation because you was telling me that you can go for the woman that you want. Like we was having the conversation about that.
I got
It
you.
did
I
kind of
mean,
veer off a little bit. Like
Tavor,
We got to
we
shut it
always
down.
do.
yeah,
We
we
got to
Tavor,
always
shut it.
veer off a little bit. Like
We'll come back though, man. We got to shut this down. We appreciate everybody coming up. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, Nuruddin, Gareth, Tabor. We rushing because we're behind, and I got to go ahead and get rid of this thing. I'll be back though tomorrow. You guys are all welcome. We'll have another topic. No need for us to argue. We'll just figure it out, man. And we don't all agree. So that's the whole point, man. Like, share, support, man. Like this like, stream, support the platform. Nia Long appears in Playboy magazine. She does do a photo shoot. So you go and tell me what that looks like. I saw some furs. I saw a lot of stuff over there. So that's Nia Long, and she brags that she dates young dudes. And she's a little bow-legged little thing too. So I bet she do. I bet you do be dating these young dudes. I bet. Now, Nia, I keep my mouth closed. Nia, I'll stop talking. When you want to hook up? We out of here, man. Support the platform, man. We got the Cash App riding. Hit the super chat. Subscribe to the channel. We out.